OG Crunk stuff.
And today is episode 70 of the OG podcast. Episode 70, man.
That's pretty awesome.
I know. Apparently, that was a good year. Apparently, I wouldn't know. I wasn't born then, but
Nah,
apparently,
me neither.
people say that was the year of love, I guess,
Oh,
and
one of
and
those, huh?
and and good music and
Is
great
that why
music.
it's overpopulated now?
I guess so. You know,
Mm.
bunny rabbits. That's all I'm gonna say. Bunny rabbits.
Yep, bunny rabbits.
Ew.
Hmm.
Wasn't that considered like? Aren't those considered like baby boomers? I never understood the baby boomer
I
thing.
thought that was in the '60s, but I may be wrong though.
But what
Y'all
is
can
the
go ahead and
baby?
correct me.
What is baby boomer like? The people are just doing it a lot and babies boomed. Is that what that
Well, it
means?
was it was a lot of like partying, outside hippie kind of thing, drugs, and everybody having sex with everybody.
Oh,
So
kind of
yeah.
like now.
Mm, yeah, but it was more acceptable back then.
Oh, well then, yeah, it's not so acceptable now. Now, other things are acceptable.
Yeah, I won't get into all that.
But I won't get all that because Twitch TOS, and I'm not trying to get banned. Not
Oh.
on not on the 70th episode. But anyway, OG, how was your week?
Well, it started off long because before I got into my actual new schedule, because of the way that the schedule worked, I ended up working 7 days straight. But once I finally got through with that 7 day and I was back to having my 3 days off, which I'm on my third day off right now, oh my God, it feels freaking fantastic.
That's awesome.
That extra day just is more time to game, more time to just relax. I mean, I haven't felt this good in a long time. I've been able to sit down, play a lot of Final Fantasy 14. I got to, do a lot of gaming on my phone, testing things out. I even made a video yesterday.
What?
Like,
A video yesterday? No, just kidding. Go ahead.
but yeah, like I don't know. This is just it feels great, and I'm looking forward to continuing the schedule for as long as I possibly can. This schedule's a lot better than I could have ever imagined it to be. If you ever have an opportunity, for those of you who are working, to get 3 days off instead of two and just work 10-hour shifts, it is so much worth it. I used to get this back when I worked at a different company when I was doing administrative work. I used to be off 3 days for a while, and even then, it was good too. So finally getting back into that and just having the extra day to do whatever or run errands or whatever, like it makes a huge difference. So I highly recommend it.
I'm pretty
But
sure
yeah, I mean,
the woman loves it too, huh?
oh, she absolutely more time for us to chill together. Oh, she absolutely loves it, absolutely.
Yeah,
So
I'm sure.
she's like, eventually you're gonna get sick and tired of me, and you're gonna get your schedule changed.
You're all,
But
you all know I'll just play more video games.
there you go.
I'll just play
But
more
no, I
video
mean
games.
it's good. I'm really digging it. And then of course I did play just about every game that I have a lot. Final Fantasy 14, Hearthstone, Shadowverse, Seven Knights. Just
That's what's up.
Final Fantasy 14. I actually got my Arcadis at like 20. I even cross classed into another spellcasting group. I forgot what it is. I think it's Conjurer. I'm like at level 12 or something with that. And
Nice.
then I also did my side thing, which I'm a culinarian, so I'm basically learning how to cook, and I'm like a level 15 on there or something
Nice.
like that.
You can make sandwiches for us.
Uh-oh, Chef Boyardee. I'm
Chef
telling you,
Boyardee, yeah, man.
get in there.
That's what's up. Yeah, man. I just got my rogue to like level 20, 22 actually, and then
Mm,
I got hit with the time to renew subscription thing. So rip.
mm,
So we'll have to
yep.
figure out what I'm gonna do there, and I'll talk a little bit more about it on the podcast. Nothing crazy, nothing dramatic. No dramatic news. Not gonna bash Final Fantasy 14, but there's some things that I need to correct. That I've said on probably in a couple of podcasts that I probably just need to correct, so people don't get misled like I did and go down a rabbit hole and be like, Handy, you were wrong. And the next thing I know, I got people sliding in my DMs talking about you
Mm.
changed. No, I'm just kidding. Uh, But yeah, so yo, we got a new follower. Yo, thank you so much, man. Oh my Jesus. Yo, the dynamic skills. Why you keep unfollowing and following me, man? That's so weird. That's so weird, man. Thank you for that follow, though, man. I think he just does it just to like, so I say his name with the follow. I don't know, but that's crazy. My week has been pretty crazy, man. I played a little bit of Fortnite. Yeah, Handy, you were wrong. What are you talking about? You being wrong about? I will get into it here in a second. But I was wrong about Final Fantasy 14 with some subscription stuff. But I'll get in here in a second. But my week was pretty good, man. I injured my foot, and so I had to go to the hospital. And they said I had a small infection in it called cellulitis. Like I was saying before, they didn't want to give me any antibiotics, but due to me. Yo, crew dog with that raid, let's go. It's all good, Magic says. So they were like, because of your nature and crawling and being on the ground, we're probably gonna put you on antibiotics. And so they've been putting me on antibiotics. I'm on antibiotics for like 10 days. So I've been taking antibiotics like 4 times a day. That's no fun. Antibiotics are never fun. But as long as it gets me better, that's all that matters. Yo, Magic says, why don't you come out and come back in? I gave you a present, man. For always being here and being just a good guy, Magic says. That's what I like about you. You're a good guy. You're an all-around good guy. And that's what I like.
You're a stand-up guy.
You are. You got a good attitude. You got everything's cool about you, man, and I respect you a lot, Magic said. Yeah, so I was dealing with that, but ironically enough, I've been sitting in my wheelchair, and I've actually enjoying it. You know me, normally I'm not a wheelchair sitter at all, especially playing video games. But here lately, I've been doing it, and it actually feels nice, and I'm actually performing well. It's improved my performance, and it actually gave me an idea. You know these gamer chairs that are created by these gaming chair companies, why don't they make wheelchair seats for people in wheelchairs that game? Interesting.
Yeah, you know what? I think Able Gamers should get right on that.
I know. I was just saying that too. Should definitely team up with Able Gamers, man. Are you
that
going?
Sounds like the plan.
Yo. Are you going all yo with the cap? Yo, what's up, B-Zoid? That must be B-Zoid. B-Zoid's interest music.
Heck of an entrance there.
Yeah, B-Zoid is now a WWE wrestler since their talent is short.
Uh-oh.
Yo, you
Sorry
do
for the
look
delay, but I come
more
bearing gifts.
comfortable in the chair. I do, right? No, the reason why I'm rocking the hat. So let me tell you, my wife, she bought a new steam cleaner, a steam cleaner that like cleans like everything, and like for the longest time I've had like these like sweat stains in my hats, and my wife's like, no, don't wear them on stream, So I figure out how to clean them, and like you don't ever want to put like an actual hat in the washer, like in the washer.
No, never.
You never want to do that. So like none of my hats have been washed. Well, like my wife like bought the steamer and she steamed my hats. It did like miracle work. Like they hats look brand new now. So like I'm able to rock my hats again. So that's why you see me in a hat. And of course my hair's been a mess. Hey, hi Otis, how are you doing? What does that mean? Going yo. What does that mean? Let me show you what that means here, bro. Going yo. You want to see what that means? Here, let me show you. He says, what does that mean? Let me show you. This is what she means. That's what she means right there. Oh, and I just dropped my mouse, but apparently it's okay. We don't need to worry about the mouse because we're not stopping the show anytime soon, so it's all good. But what's up, B-Zoid?
I come bearing gifts for my late tardiness because I was Was it the OG, triple OG Crew Dog?
I figured you were
Uh,
playing with Crew Dog, so
yeah.
I wasn't tripping.
So I come bearing gifts.
Did you?
Bearing
Yo!
gifts,
B-Zoy with that resub! Let's go! Man,
Nice.
hold up. Yo, I like that gift. And just to let you guys know, if you have Amazon Prime and you've never subbed before and you want to sub for free, go link your Twitch account to your Amazon Prime and you can sub for free. I had
6
to.
months og podcast a hype chat. Let's have some fun.
Man, 6 months? Dang, we in a committed relationship now, Beasley. There's no
Uh-oh.
backing out now.
No backing out, man.
No
Oh, you're
backing out.
strapped now.
No backing
No
out.
backing out. I'm here for the long haul.
In three more months, we're gonna have a little Zoid. Yo, what's up there, Dark Angel? Me and Dark Angel, we already have 2 babies. She subbed to me twice on 9 months. I don't know how, but she did it twice. So we have 2 babies. We have twins.
Wow, it was so nice you did it.
Oh, you were saying I was hip. I thought you were actually talking about the emote. That's why I threw the emote. My bad. It's all good. But yeah, and then I've been playing some great old Fortnite. The update is amazing. And they did it well because they threw a curveball, a great curveball, where not a lot of us really got. None of us really got it right. None of us on the podcast got it right. Anyways, and so I was like, man, they did it well. And then, of course, the new Overwatch season just started yesterday. Well, actually 2 days ago, but me and Bezoy started grinding it yesterday. That's been a lot of fun for me. I've been kicking butt and taking names. I don't know where Bezoid stands right now. Because of right now, for some reason, Overwatch has decided to not let me and Bezoid play together for some reason, which is RIP.
I think I gotta do my placement matches and then we'll be up to I got 3 left to do.
Yeah, 3 left to do. Dang, you been grinding, boy. I still got 7 to go.
Yeah, I got a back-to-back land before I got off that. So hopefully I can continue.
I know what I'll be doing after the podcast.
Yes, sir.
Bezoid just told my day right there, y'all. He's psychic. No, I'm just kidding. But yeah, that's been pretty much my week. What about Bezoid? How's Bezoid's week been?
Oh, Bezoid's week been awesome, man. Playing probably, in my opinion, the game of the year of God of War. I haven't been streaming it a lot because we've been playing some of the multiplayer games with people who want to play Fortnite. Every time I'm playing God of War, people want to play multiplayer games. I'm like, oh, come on. But the game is amazing. It really is. There's so much to do. I thought it was going to be very linear. Right. I thought that the story, how far I went in the story, I thought it would be done by now, but it is a lot to do. And I don't even think I got halfway there. And I did like a good 20 hours in the game already. I'm like, wow. And then it's a new area that's it's like different realms from the Norse god, like Asgard, Niflheim, and there's so many realms that you get to go to. It's a lot.
Well, if you think about it, right? They make a God of War game like what, every so many years. So they're probably trying to make it last, which is a good thing.
Yeah, and the armor sets that you get to build, it's at first it feels so much that it's overwhelming. Mm-hmm. And then you got to sit there and say, okay, I got to go for this, and I got to go for that. You can go places, but the enemies are so strong that they can kill you one hit if you're not strong enough.
Oh yeah, I watched you get one hitted a lot. You can't like RPG it, or like if you're like a level 6 and you go to like a level 7 area, you won't survive. And I'm just saying that in simple terms. There's a more
yeah, if you see a purple enemy, run. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
You see a purple enemy, get out of there. Hashtag that. But
Yes.
it is a lot of fun. I've been playing that. Like you said, Overwatch. We've been really enjoying that. Fortnite. Oh God. Oh God. That update is what we needed.
Yeah, yeah. I just don't know. I just don't know. It feels good right now. I'm just wondering what it's gonna feel like maybe 2 months down the road, maybe. It all depends on what they bring out. I definitely enjoyed the update. I think it was like one of the better updates. And one of the even though we always give praise to Epic about how they execute things. A few of their executes, even though they were still smooth, like their servers have been messed up and they've had to put them down. This is probably one of their smoother transitions to an
Yeah.
update to another season that I've
Yeah.
seen. And kudos to you, man. Kudos. I was actually reading an article before the podcast started, and it said, "What if Destiny 2 treated their updates or their DLCs or their seasons like Fortnite does theirs?" That'd have been interesting.
Destiny will did what Epic does. Um, I'd probably be main in that game.
Yeah,
That would be the Bezoy channel.
yeah.
Um, but they didn't. They really dropped the ball. They had everybody on their bandwagon, and they just literally fumbled the ball right at the end zone. And they got to the 1 yard line and just said, "I'm gonna spike it here."
Yeah.
And they, I wasn't in the zone. Oh crap! And they really got the ball there. Epic picked it up and ran the other way.
I think a lot of games are taking notes from Epic, even mobile games, because you see a lot of like, for instance, me and OG were talking off stream, the pre-podcast. Sub now and get pre-podcast content. No, I'm just kidding. You really won't. I'm just kidding. Uh,
Did you
uh,
see like 3 subs come up?
That'd be crazy, man. Oh, but he was talking about how like a lot of the story modes for Hearthstone are free now, but back in the day they were like $15. And I think what I mean by them taking notes from Epic, I think Epic has showed other gaming companies and other people that it's okay to make things free. It's gonna be all right. You're gonna live, and you won't be shutting the doors. You'll be more appreciated if you make certain things free for people to enjoy.
I
Hence,
mean,
go ahead.
technically it's free, but we all know we're paying them a little money.
Yeah, we are. We're throwing money at the. I already threw like what $10 at the screen, and I'm about to throw another $10 at the screen because I gotta go throw another 10 on the Xbox. So
But they still, if they're gonna do it that way, this is the way they do it.
yeah.
Because they are very smart with how they market.
The only
Very
The
smart.
only thing I wish Epic would do, and this is just me personally, I know it's a bad business model, so, before all you business heads be like, Handy, they're just trying to make money. I get it, I understand it, but for streamers, man, I don't mind it, I just hate buying the season pass twice for one system and then buying it again for another system. I wish once I bought it on one account, it just carried over to the Xbox or so forth and so forth. It just
But
gets
then,
annoying.
then you gotta. Then Microsoft and Sony would get, they would lose money on that because
Yeah. That's why I said from a business standpoint, I understand that it's bad. Yo, Mick Dizzy with the auto host of 34 viewers. Oh my Jesus,
wow,
man,
oh,
let's go,
wow.
let's
Welcome to the
go.
OG podcast.
Let's go. I'm telling you, B, man, let's go. So, that's just been like, I just feel like a lot of people are taking steps from Fortnite. What do you feel, OG? I know you over there quiet over there, pondering.
Well, honestly, I don't know exactly who started this model of just making a lot of this stuff free in general, because there are a few games out there who have always had that premise of just letting the game be free and then you can just pay for perks later on. I mean, mobile games have been doing it for a long time, So I
Right.
mean, this isn't really a new thing, but it is nice to know that a major, console gaming company has taken a step forward to incorporate that. And Nintendo's been doing that too, because I mean, with all of their mobile franchises like Fire Emblem, Pokemon Go, stuff like that. I mean, you're not necessarily making an initial payment, so everybody still gets to enjoy, their brand for free. But of course, if you want to be the first to have the best, you're going to spend, throw your money at the screen, obviously. So, so I mean, it's a moneymaker. I mean, that's really where how you make money in gaming nowadays. Make the game free, and then let people just spend their money on perks because everybody's competitive to some degree.
Yeah, actually, the new H1Z1 that's coming out May. Well, it's not new, but for those that, it's gonna be new to PS4. It's actually what started the whole battle royale genre. Um, it's actually coming to PS4 May 22nd, and it's gonna be free to play. Open beta gonna be free to play. If you want to sign up for the closed beta, um, do it now. I have some news on it on why it wasn't. It was supposed to be last weekend, but I have news on why it wasn't last weekend and why it's going to be this weekend. Also, I did throw money at the screen to get the beta skins just because I feel like this is gonna be my game, okay? Because like I need I like Fortnite. Don't get me wrong. I think Fortnite's a great game, but I need a game where I'm not focusing on building. That's why I like PUBG. Um, and H1Z1 is like fast paced like Fortnite, and it doesn't have the building. So this might be the game that I excel on and do well on. So we'll see what happens. Sorry, just got back. What game are we talking about? I kind of slid into H1. Uh,
My thing is, um, they're coming over to PlayStation. They gotta come with something new. If they just come with what they already have, people are gonna get bored real
oh
quick.
no, that's another thing I'm gonna talk about, the new stuff that they're adding and actually the stuff that they took away from the console version. The console version is gonna be a totally different experience from the PC version, which I don't know if that's gonna be a good thing. Um, but they say it was to make it more seamless with console, like more where it ran better. So we'll see what happens. Like not as far as graphic wise, but like as far as controls. Because you know, as H1Z1 they have crafting and all that. So I'll give a little bit of spoiler for the PS4 version. There is no crafting. You will not be crafting items. You'll just be picking up items, um, like you do in Fortnite and so forth and so forth. So there is no crafting items or anything like that because I felt like that was going to be too tedious. Although that's what kind of drew me to. That's what I kind of liked about H1, but I can understand, I guess, with all the controls and the controller. Like I guess it'd be hard to craft things. I don't know. I don't know. But as of right now, they have took it away from the game as far as for PS4. So you won't have to craft armor or you won't have to craft helmets or anything like that. You will just be putting one on. Kind of
I
interesting.
think it's kind of better. I think it's
Yeah,
kind of better.
I think it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. I just it's like, but it's like, so it's like, but wait, has me on the fence about it, right? Even though I'm like really gun ho about this game, is what's gonna separate what separates H1Z1 from all the other games besides there's no building. Like now, and the fast pace. Like what makes it H1Z1 its own game now? You know what I mean? Because the crafting to me is what made H1Z1 its own game. No other like top battle royale game. And what I mean by top, I mean PUBG. I mean Fortnite. And so like those are the top ones right now. And none of those you have any kind of crafting in the battle royale mode. You take that away from the console, so what does it have? Besides, So I don't know. I'll have to see what happens. See what happens. I'm excited for it. I'm gonna be playing it a lot. I'm gonna be streaming it a lot. I may do a YouTube video on it. I don't know. Depends. But we'll see what happens. But yeah, I don't know where we were, but we were on
We started from Fortnite and slid over to H1.
H1. My bad. I said I was gonna do that, but we'll go back in H1 later. Definitely. But whoever wants to go with some knowledge, I've done enough talking.
I gotta start off that extra. OG has he been playing Final Fantasy? Has he had fun with that?
OG, you hear the question? Oh
Yeah, I'm definitely playing. I don't know if you heard on the pre-show, if you will, but yes, I have been playing a lot of Final Fantasy 14. I have 2 different classes I've been working on, and I've also got my little subclass thing starting up as well. So yes, I've been playing quite a bit.
What classes did you choose to play?
All right, so I started with Arcanist. I moved over to Conjurer just yesterday, and I also been doing this. So you want to be a culinarian, so I'm being a chef right now, if you will. So I'm doing that too. Yeah, Chef Boyardee on them boys.
That's actually a really big guild maker. That makes a lot of guild because you get to make plates and stuff, which actually gives you power-ups first. So yeah,
Oh,
that's
okay.
actually a good. All of them does. All of the subclasses that have hand and land classes and what you call it. Yeah, that's considered hand. Yeah, that's a hand class. They are a very big money maker. So you chose a good one. You're probably gonna
Okay.
want to pick up a land class, which is a miner or a botanist or a fisher as well,
Okay.
because they're gonna be gathering the ingredients that you use to cook. So yeah. I was thinking, you said you're doing Arcanist. Did you decide which side you're going to go from there? Because you know you can go Scholar and Summoner from the Arcanist.
Well, I am interested in Summoner. I don't know necessarily how far I need to go to get there, but Summoner is something I wanted to try. Again, I did kind of cross class in the Conjurer just to kind of get some other type of spell casting experience, and see what all the abilities do for different classes to figure out which tree I need to go to. So I figured if I level up a different amount of spell casting classes, I'll have a wide variety of options, is my
Yeah,
assumption. Kind of like
yeah.
how Final Fantasy Tactics was.
The thing of you get once you get to Summoner, you get a level 30 Arcanist. Now, when you get that level 30 Arcanist, you get Summoner and Scholar at the same time because they both under that tree.
Mm-hmm.
And
Oh, okay.
Scholar is a healer like the Conjurer, which Scholar is like the white mage of a Conjurer. And
Okay.
with that, so when you do the Arcanist level 30, you're doing 2 jobs at once, and then they
Oh,
split
okay.
up. They split up on their own. So, if you keep going on that Arcanist path first, you might, because most people you choose either Scholar or because it's 3 healers: Scholar, White Mage, Scholar, White Mage, and Astrologian. And you get the Astrologian later in the game.
Okay.
I'm glad you're enjoying it.
Oh yeah, I'm having lots of fun with it. Absolutely. I mean, I even had this free company pick me up in their group, so I've been getting
Yeah,
bonuses
he's
from
cheating us.
them.
Yeah.
He's cheating us.
Yeah.
He's
Yeah,
cheating.
they snatched you up from us.
He's cheating
Well,
us.
y'all can still send me an invite, and I'll still join you. I just haven't got the invite
I
yet.
guess I'll have to take my spot. No, I'm just kidding.
Somebody has to tell me when you guys are on hand.
Hey! In my defense, I have not played with him at all this week or this weekend, so. And I won't be playing with him for a while. Sad face. Hashtag salty. Unsub Final Fantasy 14. Ah!
You can use my sub towards that.
Oh my Jesus, man. So
It's almost there. You only $8 away.
yeah, you're right. I gotta wait still for Twitch to process it. Oh my Jesus. No, I'm just kidding. Yeah. So here's the thing for you guys. If I know some of you have been wanting to get into Final Fantasy 14, I need to correct myself. So I thought for 180 days it was $12 a month. No, you're at a $12 rate a month at the 180 days. So for 180 days, it comes at $77. So for every 5 months, you could pay $77 to play the game, or you can go $15 a month. I don't know why, but for me, for monthly, it says $15 a month. Or you could do 3 months for $44.
Wait. It should be 13. It depends on which mode you buy. Are you standard or are you
I did.
it's a different mode. There's entry and there's standard.
Okay.
The difference is standard you could like make more than one character on one server.
Mm-hmm.
And then entry you can make one character per server.
Oh, okay. So
the thing is you're only gonna need one character.
yeah.
Because you can switch all classes.
Okay,
on that
so
one
I need to
character.
go to entry.
Yeah.
Okay.
Choose entry and it's just in $4.99 instead of $15.
Okay.
Instead of 14. And
Okay.
yeah, that's the one I did because once you build a character up so much, you're not gonna want to switch. You're like, I can build up all these classes. Oh no, I don't need another character unless it's just like a play character that you play with some other people you just have.
Only thing I wish I could change my look, cause like I let my daughter create this one and she running around with purple face paint, purple hair, purple.
You can't change the look. You can change the look.
I can change the look. Okay, cause I'm gonna secretly do it. Shh, don't tell my daughter.
Because people couldn't go from a Lalafell to a human to an elf to a Rogan. Yeah, it's a lot of things you can do. So you definitely can change. You can change.
Ooh, Magiseth said this. He says, I wasn't aware of the entry subscription level. I may have to take a look into that. Magiseth, are you in 15 as well? 14 as well?
I think Magiseth is. I believe we talked about this. He plays.
Interesting. What were we going to say, OG? I'm sorry. I'll cut you off.
No, you're good. I was just gonna make a so stupid joke, but basically, when I first started playing Final Fantasy 14, I always felt like I was playing one of those old WWE games with the whole customization to build your character. Like it felt like it was gonna take an hour to do my looks. And I was like, you know what? I ain't got time for that.
Oh man, the very first time I built my character, like in the beta before the game launched, it took like a good 45 minutes because I was like, how do I want to do my character? And Matt took longer. Matt took like 2 hours.
Nice.
He's very big into customizations.
The new BR that's been coming out and that was released in Asia, called something of Asylum. The one that was the Japanese little boy. They changed the name to I can't think of it now, right? But I wasn't gonna talk about it because you have to like jump through loops and holes to like actually play it. But it's actually a better version of PUBG, and actually, I believe the makers of PUBG China are the makers of this game. So it looks exactly like PUBG and plays better than PUBG. It's like PUBG 2, everybody calls it. But the reason why I'm bringing this up, right, is because you guys were talking about the created character. Well, you can actually create your character just like you do in Final Fantasy 14. You can actually do all the different gauges. In fact, people were actually trying to figure out how to make a Goku face and a Goku body, so they can run around and play the game as Goku, which is really freaking cool. Yeah, it's pretty freaking cool. Apparently it's already out on mobile too. But I don't know. I'm not a fan of BR Mobile as far as it right now. This is just weird. But I play it, but it's just not my thing. But it's on PC. I doubt it'll come to console, but if it does, let's go PlayStation. PlayStation needs more BR games, man. So we'll see what happens. But yeah, definitely. I want to get back into 14, so we'll see. I'll probably end up throwing my money at the screen at the $12 a month. So
yeah, I basically play on Mondays, and then I'll be kind of off and on Tuesdays, depending on what's going to be happening. But mostly it's going to be on Mondays, and then we'll see about Wednesdays because I have kind of ideas. I'm probably going to be playing Monday, Tuesdays, and Wednesdays, just longer on Mondays.
Well, Wednesdays is the best time to catch me because then we could play right after the podcast.
Right.
and then hang out. I don't know about Bezoid because I know Bezoid got that job.
Yep.
I don't know when the best time for him is.
Uh,
Playbox One United.
Anytime long as I'm not at work. You know me, I'm down before and
Yeah,
or unless I'm doing bad
definitely.
things.
Definitely. I was just about to do my second dungeon too, man. It was gonna be pretty dope, and then I got hit with that mess. Square Enix. It's all good though. It's all good.
But the thing is, even though you're paying a subscription, they do content
Oh yeah.
constantly.
Oh
They're
yeah.
always bringing up. So it's not like you're paying for a game that's not evolving. The game, and this one coming in 6 days. It's a new update coming in 6 days.
And the servers are
Yes.
amazing. I haven't had a
Yeah.
problem. I had more problems with Terra than I've never had one problem with a Final Fantasy 14 server ever, and I put hours and hours and hours and hours. And
Now, I will say this. I will be straight up with you. When the expansion drops, because so many people are playing, you got to expect those.
yeah,
Because it's a lot of people that just come out of nowhere.
right.
And you're like, where did these people come from? And like, it's a lot of people playing right now, but it's like amazing how many people show out about it when the expansion drops. So that would be the only time where I'm like, oh yeah, yeah. This is
Might
crazy.
put it down for a little bit. No, I feel you.
No, you ain't got to put it down. It's just to expect, little things here where you're like, okay, yeah, we're gonna have some problems, so don't fret, don't go crazy, stuff like that.
Otis, I knew you were gonna play Fortnite. All the haters aren't talking about the fact that since the major downtime 2 weeks ago, Fortnite hasn't had an issue. Yo, I was actually just talking about it. I said this before you came in. I was talking about that this is probably one of the best updates that Fortnite's had. They haven't had no downtime or anything, and they did well. Kudos. I actually feel like the hit detection's better this time around. I don't see nothing wrong with this update. I think it's really good. I think the rocks are a good balance. I kind of wish I could put one. I wish I was limited one in an inventory slot for in game, but because I think it would be an awesome in game thing. I mean, but other than that, I mean, because whenever I find the rocks, there's nobody to battle or kill with, so I'm just really just taking a rock just to bounce around. For those that don't know, where the asteroid hits in very many different areas, and what happens is wherever the asteroid hits, it left like little shards of asteroid. You take the shards of asteroid, and it causes you to have like zero gravity for like I think 30 seconds or so, and you can jump around and be all cool and stuff. DB says they did a Reddit post explaining what caused the issue and what they have done to prevent the peculiar issue from happening again. They still need to fix the pump shotgun having a faster fire rate. I don't know. I feel like if they did that, it would bring back the double pump. I don't know. I don't know. I feel like I'm fine where the pump's at. Pump's still annoying to me. In my opinion, they just need to get rid of the pump and just keep the tax and the heavies, and we'd be good. But I don't need the pump to be tweaked. Not in a better way. The double pump is back? Is it? I don't know. The weird animation, I don't know. I've tried it. I don't know. Maybe I'm just not a double pumper. Giggity gig. So I don't know. I'll have to try it later today. I'll have to try it to see what's going on. But I enjoyed the update. I was kind of sad that it wasn't like legitimate superheroes, but I feel like they are going to bring some out where you throw $20 at a screen and you can get Wonder Woman, Batman, or whatever. He says you can shoot it before the animation is complete. Really? See, I never tried. I always wait for the animation. Yeah, the pump can go back into the bin. So, if y'all didn't notice what went back into the bin, the crossbow is no longer. I didn't know if you noticed that, Bezos.
You know what? I didn't think about it till now. And I'm glad. I'm glad. That was the dumbest gun ever.
Need to make it never a one-shot kill with full shield and health. But you think about it, right? Like, then why would the pump wouldn't need to be needed? That's what makes the pump. That's what makes the pump entertaining. That's why they keep the pump there, is for the entertainment. You see what I'm saying? Like, I understand it sucks and I hate it, but when you watch it, when you watch somebody do it from like a stream standpoint or quote unquote competitive standpoint, hence the Ninja 18, it's amazing. It's fun. And that's why they do it. Yeah, it sucks being the guy receiving it, you know, but I mean, that's why they keep it. They're not going to change it. Oh, no, not the crossbow. Everyone loves them. Actually, Dr. Lupo actually loves the crossbow, and he's actually really sad that the crossbow's gone. He was over
Too
there.
Too bad.
He was actually complaining. He's like, I can't get kills now that the crossbow's gone. He was so salty, man. I was like, really, bro? He was really salty. He was talking about it yesterday. I was like, man, bring me back my crossbow.
He'll be alright.
He'll be alright.
He'll be alright.
He got Ninja to carry him. He'll be cool. He'll be okay.
Oh, Dr. Lupo got skills, man.
I know. Yeah, I know.
I knew Dr. Lupo before I knew Ninja.
See, I didn't know none of them until recently, and that's just facts. Funny, when he realized they took it out, he said the game was now trash. Yeah, I know. I was there when he said it. That's funny. Yeah, he said the game was trash once they took out the crossbow. Funny. All right, Mr. OG, I know you've been patiently waiting so long for the track for you to explode on.
You're good.
What you got some knowledge for us, man?
All right. Well, since you told me earlier that you wanted me to bring up some mobile gaming stuff, I could definitely do that today. Nice. Amazon is hosting the $100,000 Mobile Masters Esports Tournament in June. This will be happening June the 23rd and to the 24th. Unfortunately, the games that they're playing are games I've absolutely never heard of, and I'll give you the examples. This year's competition will see players competing in games such as Power Rangers Legacy Wars, Survival Arena.
What?
Yeah, I've never heard of Power Rangers Legacy Wars. So don't ask me what it is. I'm a mobile gaming guy. I don't even know.
Wait, that's a fighting game? I think I've downloaded it once. I downloaded it once.
Apparently, it's a thing. There's also a game called Survival Arena. Don't know what it is, but I'm sure it's a thing. World of Tanks Blitz, which I'm not sure, and Critical Ops. So basically, they're going to be playing those 4 games and possibly others. And they actually are having qualifiers now, where you can actually, if you play these games, you can qualify to be in this event. And I believe they're going to be streaming it in Seattle. It says both Legacy Wars and Survival Arena will open up qualifying rounds in May to all players using Amazon's recently launched competitive gaming service, Game On. So if you guys are familiar with that, then hit that up and, see if you're good at those games. And if you are, you could be possibly playing for some money soon. But yeah, I mean, basically, this is becoming a thing. The Mobile Masters event will be broadcasted from Amazon's new streaming studio in Seattle. And apparently it's going to be a big deal. So if you're into those games that I mentioned, I've never played either one of those, so I can't vouch for them. But if you play any of those games, you better start to practice them because those qualifiers are starting soon. And the big tournament's coming in a month, so better be ready. Get your game on.
Man, I wonder if it's going to be broadcast on Twitch. 'Cause Twitch,
It didn't say anything about Switch on here. It
because
just said that
Amazon,
Amazon's doing their thing.
because Amazon owns Twitch.
I mean, maybe. I mean, it doesn't say anything about a particular Twitch channel that they're going to be doing it on. All it says is that their events going to be broadcasted from their new streaming studio in Seattle, but it doesn't specifically say what platform or anything like that. I guess you could assume Twitch since they own them, but it's really hard to say. Like, it doesn't specifically say.
It would be smart.
Maybe it makes sense. Yeah.
It'd be smart. It would bring mobile gaming to a whole new light. Because the only mobile gaming I really see on
Twitch is like Hearthstone.
Hearthstone mobile game, or what's that? Not Clash of Clans, but that spin-off of Clash of Clans that I can't think of right now. I always see that. Sorry, I'm reading patch notes right now, so if you're talking in the chat, I apologize. I'm reading patch notes that DB brought into the chat.
Okay, I'll read it for you. First, he said Xbox players.
Yeah, that's what I'm reading right now.
Okay. And then he said the free fall and parachuting process has been optimized, leading to performance improvements during the initial stages of each game world. Loading has been optimized.
So
Play-Doh and interior popping effects have been improved.
So I wonder if the reason why I'm having problems with PUBG is not because of PUBG, but if the gaming preview thing, because that's what, I mean, they're doing an update to, right? That's what I understood that to be. Correct? Am I misunderstanding that? Can someone stream a mobile game? Yes, someone can stream a mobile game on Twitch. It's very easy.
People do it all the time.
I'm trying to get yes, Clash Royale. Yes, I'm trying to get OG to start streaming mobile games on the Twitch, cause he's the mobile gaming guy.
He's really pushing for it too. He really is.
Yes.
You can't blame him. You cannot blame him.
We'll see.
You said Red Dead Redemption 2 trailer 3 years out, and you can't help but think of Westworld. Yeah, Westworld is actually a weird show, but that's what I always think of Red Dead when I think of Red Dead, and that's what I think it was gonna be like to myself. But I don't know. I gotta play it. Get with the program. Get with the program, Crunkster. They telling you get with the program, man. Yeah. Mobile gaming guy live on Twitch. Brought to you by such and such. Those are future sponsors.
Pepsi, obviously.
Those are future sponsors coming soon. Hopefully Pepsi, yes. Sponsored by Pepsi. Dude, if you get sponsored by Pepsi, I would. I don't know what I would do, but that would be amazing. There's some streamers sponsored by Dr. Pepper. I have seen that.
I'll take Pepsi.
There's a lot of programs you can do. There's one, I think. What's the app you use? Wait, no, hold on. I'll have to DM you. There's a lot. You just gotta look them up. And I think actually Twitch does it now. If you download the Twitch app, I think. I'm not sure though. But yes, you can do it. There's a lot of apps. The streaming program? Yes. The streaming program she's talking about, Magic Seth. Oh, you're kidding, of course. Oh, I thought you were actually gonna help, Magic Seth. Jesus. No, I'm just kidding. It's all good. Mod you and now you don't help. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just playing. Don't take offense. I'm just joking, man. Yeah, you can definitely do that. I will DM you. I'll DM you some. I'm googling.
Yeah, you did give me one idea already. You gave me that game live thing.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
I still have that on my phone. I just haven't explored it yet since right now I'm just making videos. But yeah, I'm looking into
I like that one because that one automatically puts a transparent chat over your gameplay, so you automatically are looking at your chat when you're playing, and it adds you can add your cam and stuff. The only thing is if I was to do mobile gaming, you would like to see someone streaming mobile Fortnite. My wife might do that. The only thing that I would say, if you are really going to do this, and if you're you would going to need some kind of headset of sort, because 9 times out of 10, phone mics suck, and when they don't suck, 9 times out of 10 they're picking up background noises of something else. And
Well, I have headsets.
well,
so
yeah,
that's not
yeah,
really a
yeah,
problem.
yeah, yeah, yeah. I know you do. I'm just talking about in general for the stream.
Oh, in general. Okay.
Yeah, I'm just saying for people that are wanting to do it, you're going to need some kind of headphones or some kind of earbuds, so that you get a better responsive from the microphone or whatever. Even if you can't talk and but just so that the gaming noise sounds the best, you want to have a pair of headphones. Just so you know. Once the controller's on mobile, I am planning on it for sure. Oh, look at you cheating, man. No, I'm just kidding.
Hey,
DB.
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 DB. Womp womp. But that's what's up. Man, a tournament, man. That's crazy. That is really, really crazy, man. Hosted by
Yeah.
Amazon.
Hosted by Amazon.
All games that we don't know either. I think I know
Yeah,
the Power Ranger game. That's it.
I've never heard of any of these games. Like, and even people I know who play mobile games, they've never heard of them. I was just like, "Hey, you ever heard of this?" Or like, "What's that?" I'm like, "Okay, understood." So I guess they're just trying to push other games, or maybe they're more popular than I realized. Like, I don't know, but I don't know. But I mean, I'm not going to participate because I don't play any one of those games. If they had one of my games, I'd totally be right on it. But I just don't play none of those. So, but maybe in the future, we'll see.
So I gotta poke a little joke at DB, right? So if they said it's okay for you to have 2 wives, we support it. It's not cheating on your wife. It's cheating anyway. Cause they say he ain't support it. Fat old fingers don't do well on mobile. And sounds like excuses, man. You're not fat or old. Yeah, you're not fat or old. You're just trying to use an excuse. But yeah. So since on my mind right now has been H1Z1, I'm
And
gonna,
Overwatch.
huh?
I said and Overwatch.
And Overwatch. And Overwatch. Hasn't really been a lot of Fortnite. I mean, I enjoy Fortnite, but I don't wake up thinking about Fortnite. That's just me. Like, it's just not like, oh my Jesus, how can I get better at Fortnite? I'm just like this. Whatever
How dare
happens,
you.
what happens at Fortnite happens at Fortnite. It's so random, right? I've just come to the conclusion that like, I just play Fortnite to play Fortnite. But anyway, for those that wanted to know, why did the beta not come out last weekend for H1Z1? Well, this is what happened. A bunch of the devs got fired. And so they had to put new people in the positions, and you'd be like, oh, and a lot of people made these speculations. Oh, the reason why the devs got fired is because the game's going to suck on PS4 and they're already leaving. No, the reason why the devs got fired is because they actually, the devs were under investigation due to the whole Russians and the U.S. president's thing and all that good stuff. And apparently some of the devs were involved in that dirty business with the Russians and stuff, so they had to resign. So Daybreak, as they are called, said, you know what, we don't feel like it's the best time to start our beta due to what has happened, so we are going to wait until next weekend. So if you are as hyped for H1Z1 and you wondered why is the beta not out, well, it's going to be out next weekend for the closed beta, so you want to make sure that you sign up for the closed beta now. Also, new things that are going to be adding to the game, they're going to be adding like I think 4 new weapons. Like I said, they removed crafting. They are going to be adding like the animation skins like they did in, well, not they, but they adding animation skins like we're in, I believe Black Ops 3. Like you know how like the skins moved. They're gonna be having that. I already threw my money at the screen at one because you can actually pre-order it on PlayStation for like $23, and you get like you get the whole outfit and the gun skin. It's pretty freaking cool. GB 40 plus, I'm like 30 plus. Man, you just got. Why is everybody thinking age is old, man? If you live in the RPG world that we live in, the higher you are, the more experience you have. Just saying. We just level up. We don't age. So
I thought we respawn.
yeah, we just respawn. You know what I'm saying? I've respawned in my wheelchair. I was respawning on the floor. Now I changed my spawn to my wheelchair. Bam! Bam! Facts. And another thing that they changed, like I said, they're going to be, I think they're going to be changing the way you spawn in, because for those that don't know, with H1Z1, you don't pick where you land, they pick it for you, and you just drop. So you don't know, well, you used to not know, but now you're going to know, like, where you're going to land. Like, you can look at the map, like, where you're going to land and stuff. And I believe they're adding new cars. I don't know if they're going to be adding the ranked mode to the console version of H1Z1. I really hope so, because that, to me, that's what separates H1Z1 from all of them anyway, is the ranked. They have seasons. For those that don't know, H1Z1 has seasons, and they have season ranked. And I feel like that's what's missing from H1Z1, or no, I think that's not missing from H1Z1. I feel like that's what's missing from all Battle Royale games right now that are on console, is that there's no other reason to play except for challenges. I feel like Fortnite needs a rank mode, or PUBG needs some kind of rank mode, something to just be more than just going for challenges. Just to say like, hey, you know what? I'm good at the game. You know what I mean? Don't mess with me. You know what I'm saying? Like DB, he deserves a rank. You know what I'm saying? He deserves a rank. And I know there's Storm Shield or whatever. That's a third party thing. I'm talking about in game, in the HUD itself. And I think that's what's gonna make but they don't have a rank system, Otis. See, H1Z1 has seasons, but it's a rank season, kind of like Overwatch. Overwatch, you have seasons, but you have to place to see how what your rank is in season. It's the same thing in H1Z1. They have placement matches, and you have to rank. And so, like, that's what I'm saying. I know that we have seasons of Fortnite, but the seasons for Fortnite, there's no real competitiveness to it. It's just for fun, right? It's just for fun and to get skins. There's really no, like, realness to the season, if that makes sense. And I feel like that would be cool. I hope they implement that back in the H1Z1 PS4, because that will definitely pull me to more H1Z1, just because I'm competitive. It's the main reason why I play Overwatch, because I love playing competitive Overwatch. I think Bezoy can now say and agree that competitive Overwatch is completely different from regular Overwatch.
Oh yeah,
and
I expected that. That's just like in any competitive game where you got like let's say Tekken. You know, you play normal player matches, then you play ranked matches. It's a total new, like a different world.
Yeah. So I'm looking forward to that. I feel that it's not going to get the love that it's going to get. Does rank really apply in a game that has a higher degree of randomness as a battle royale game? I don't know. See, I don't know. It seems to work in H1Z1, but a lot of people don't like H1Z1 now because, Fortnite, I feel like the reason why people don't like H1Z1 now is just because of Fortnite. I feel like if Fortnite would have never came out, like hypothetically, let's say Fortnite would have never came out, H1Z1 would still be the top, and I feel like I still feel like H1Z1 and it would do better than PUBG only because PUBG still got its major bugs.
I think I kind of disagree with that because PUBG did the whole race one zero.
It did, but think about it when it first started, right? Yeah, it was all hype in the beginning, but look at where PUBG is now, where like they're finally a game, and they're still having the same issues that they had when they were a beta. That's my biggest thing. Well, I don't want competitive in Fortnite because I think it would take the enjoyment and fun out of the game for me. Understood. Well, in fairness, Odis, games with competitive modes usually have casual modes still. Yes, exactly. Like there's still a casual mode. Go ahead.
What I was saying is, I think, see, PUBG, where it's at, it already took over H1Z. Let's be real about it.
Yeah.
PUBG had beat out H1Z. The only reason why PUBG went down a little is because of Fortnite. That's all. If Fortnite never came, PUBG would bring right.
But I still think people would still. I still think it would be up there. I don't think it would be in third place because right now, like there's no other battle royale game, and right now they can't even compete with Fortnite. And well, that's the thing. There's like people say PUBG competes with Fortnite, but it really doesn't because they're two different games. The only one that really competes with Fortnite is H1. It really is H1.
I won't even say Fortnite and H1 thing. I say H1 PUBG.
You would say H1 and PUBG compete against each other?
Yeah, I would say that.
Do you think because of the gameplay or because of how PUBG feels cheated on the low key?
No, I think because of gameplay. Gameplay is more good.
I don't think
Fortnite is its own giant.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I don't think the gameplay is like Fortnite at all.
Yeah, I think Fortnite is its own thing. I think PUBG and H1 are more similar.
Right. And what thing is gonna separate? The one thing that's gonna separate H1Z1 from PUBG right now is if H1Z1 runs better on console, PUBG's done. Cause I'm telling you this right now, PUBG still sucks on console. I can't play it. It's not that I'm not trying. I try every week to make a PUBG video. When I can't spawn into a game, there's a problem.
He tries so hard.
Yeah, exactly. I try so hard. Yeah, that's where the games mess up. They're trying to compete with each other. Do your thing and do it well and be original. Yeah, I agree. Totally agree. But I mean, everybody wants that money, man. Everybody's greedy, man. Everybody wants that piece of the pie. You know what I'm saying? It sucks. It sucks. But
you can't blame them.
Huh?
You can't blame them.
Yeah, you can't blame them. They're a company. They want to strive. Right. Yeah, they want to strive to be the best. Yep, money. If something else makes money, copy it. Yep. But while you guys take over, I gotta go pee, and it's gonna take me a while. So I'm gonna let you guys do your thing. Whoever wants to take. Handy gotta take a break.
Okay, go ahead, OG. Because what I gotta talk about. Foods.
You kind of broke up, Bezo. By the way, I don't know if you're far.
What about now? Am I better?
Yeah, you're better. You seem a little far.
I noticed that too, but I was just kind of, not making it a thing. But yeah, I can go nice. That's not a problem. on those same lines as mobile, Nintendo has, and the new person taking over for Nintendo. For those who don't know, there's going to be someone else taking over. But I won't go into the details of that. You can look that up. But the new guy is basically stating that they basically see a $1 billion future in Nintendo's mobile gaming market. They've actually decided that even though they're still going to be making games for the Switch and things like that, it's trying to push Switch sales. But what they're trying to do right now is their main focus is going to be mobile. They're going to be releasing a lot more mobile games soon. Um, they finally realized that the whole free to play idea is like a huge moneymaker. They got this idea based on their numbers with Pokemon Go. It was such a big deal. And even though there's not as many people playing it, it still makes them lots of money and it's still one of their biggest money makers. And they've also had a lot of other money makers like Fire Emblem and things of that nature that have been on mobile. So they've actually decided they're gonna invest lots and lots of money in making better quality mobile games. So basically, for example, they said that the Japan-based company reported consolidated sales of 1 trillion yen for the year ending March 31st. And most now a good chunk of it, yes, was Switch console sales and their hybrid games. But they're also talking about a good portion of that going to mobile games like Pokemon Go and things of that nature. So expect a lot of Nintendo titles being on mobile. There's going to be a thing, and of course with the Switch being, I'm sure they're trying to push Switch sales. And I don't consider Labo a moneymaker for them right now for the Switch because unfortunately that hasn't been doing so well. Was what I'm hearing now. Um, Apparently, they've only sold about 30% of the actual Labo products that they've created. Apparently, they thought it was going to be a big deal, and apparently, it's not. I mean, it's still making them money, but not nearly as much money as anything else they've ever done. And we talked about this on the podcast a few episodes back when I first brought up the Labo. A lot of people had concerns that why am I going to spend hundreds of dollars on cardboard? My kids are going to destroy it. I mean, it seems like, and you guys at the podcast said this too. I think Grandpa Killed You was one of the ones that was actually in the podcast, speaking as an audience member, and he even said that something along the lines of that basically his kid was destroyed, and it's too much work for what it is, and not enough fun. It doesn't really the idea seem good on paper, but being an application, apparently it's not doing so well. People have realized that I don't want to spend hundreds of dollars about something I'm going to stress out about, and my kid's not really going to be able to do for what it's supposed to do with. So it's kind of one of those things where it's selling it decent in Japan, but probably not in the States. So those Nintendo Switch numbers aren't going anywhere because of the Labo. Where Nintendo Switches are going to be making more money is I think they talked about releasing or showing off the new Smash Brothers at the next E3. Don't know if you've heard about that or not, but apparently they're going to show previous Smash Brothers on E3. So I'm really looking forward to seeing that. Now that's going to push some Switch numbers uh, because everybody and their grandma plays Smash Brothers. That's probably one of their biggest competitive titles out there. The crowd, the community for Smash Brothers is just growing and growing and growing. Like I remember when we went to PAX South, I believe that there was a whole weekend dedicated, a whole section dedicated to Smash Brothers, and the seats were always full. Like every time I walked over there, like I was literally standing on the side just to get a good seat because like the seats in the front area and the middle area with the main section, you just couldn't sit down. So I just stood up on the sides and I got a better view than most people just chilling and watching. And you got people in suits and ties doing commentary. I thought it was pretty interesting.
Oh yeah, they take it serious on tournaments like that. They get all dressed commentators, trying to make it more
ESPN,
more ESPN because they're trying to make a living doing that. It's literally guys that do nothing but commentate and use that as a
Mhm.
career. Hey, more power to them. But,
I mean, I wouldn't mind doing that. I mean, I could see myself hyping up, a big gaming event as far, especially with video games. I mean, because I've always been kind of a hype man myself, as far as like when I am actually out gaming and doing stuff in public. And I mean, that would be actually kind of fun, like just talking to somebody about what someone's doing and be like, "Oh, did you see that combo?" And the overhead. You know what I mean? Just straight up, just getting crunk about what's going on. Like I've always been all about the hype, and that does sound like a lot of fun what they do. They get paid. They take it seriously. Yeah, it is a living, but I bet you they have a lot of fun. I'm sure.
yeah, they have a lot of fun. It's not as easy as I thought it would be when I first looked into it. But it's because you got to basically study the game we're talking about.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
If you don't know it and you're like, well, what do you do there? And the audience is like, I don't know. So it's cool from what I see. And maybe I do it as a fun thing, maybe not as serious as they do it, but it's kind of cool.
Oh yeah, absolutely. And yeah, Smash is such a big community that I know when they release, or not release, but when they preview at AD3, people are going to be just losing themselves. Like, I don't know, it's going to be a mosh pit in there. They're going to be like, oh no, throwing chairs and crap. It's going to be that hype. I'm telling you, like that's probably going to be one of the biggest hype moments at E3 if they do release it or show it off or whatever. The actual game is not going to release until later, but the preview at least is going to be there, so at least you'll have an idea of what it's going to be like. So that's something I'm actually kind of hype about E3, because honestly, I wasn't caring about too much about E3 until I heard a potential Smash Brothers show, and I was like, all right, you got my interest. You had me at Smash, okay.
I'm waiting on two things.
Sounds like high school dates. You had me at Smash.
Yep.
That says absolutely sign me up. I just want to get paid to talk about people playing games. What were you guys talking about?
Oh, we were talking about how there are people in the FGC that literally made a career out of just being a commentator for like a fighting game or something.
Oh yeah.
Because I don't know if you remember, Handy, when we went to PAX, and remember when I took you to the Smash Brothers section, how they had those two people in suits doing commentary, and like a big crowd of people sitting in the chairs. There was almost nowhere to sit, and we were basically on the sidelines getting a better seat than everybody else.
Yeah, except we got hit by an innocent bystander. Well, actually, they hit us. They hit us. Literally, this guy. I don't know if he was on his phone or what. But this dude, I felt more bad for him than I did for me, because I'm in a metal contraption and he's not, okay? Literally, OG was pushing me. We literally stopped, okay? We were stopped, right? We were watching.
Yeah, we were stopped, yeah.
We were watching the Smash Brothers tournament. Literally, this dude just walked right into me. Like, picture my wheelchair sideways, like the way that it is, like right now. Like, see, I have the wheels on each side of me. He walked into my wheels and then, like, walked over me. So, like, his knees and his shin ate all metal. And he's all, I'm sorry, man. I'm like, I'm sorry for you. I was like, I didn't get hurt. You did. You did. He was over there on the floor. I'm just like, yeah. You just basically ran into a parked car. How do you feel? I mean, I just don't understand. It wasn't like we had a bunch of people around us. We was like in an open space, and out of all this open space, he hits me. Like 1,000 points.
Yep.
It was pretty bad. I was like, oh my Jesus. I was like, that dude's going to remember that for the rest of his life. His shins will anyway. My biggest hope for E3 is that PS doesn't drop an... what? Turn for a...
No, he's saying he doesn't hope that... he hopes that PS4... Well, Sony doesn't drop an egg on presentation. Last year, it was a little underwhelming.
Oh yeah.
But to be fair, I mean, PlayStation's
eh,
events have always been underwhelming.
no,
Uh,
no. The one before last was pretty.
I don't
This
know.
one, I believe everybody dropped the ball. Last one, everybody. It's just nobody had anything that was significant to me. But normally Sony does good. Um, I believe that on the last E3 what Sony screwed up is they brought games. They said here's games, but they didn't have nothing that we wanted to see because everything is coming now.
Except for God of War.
Except for God of War, and they really didn't show God of War. It was like everything was under hush and under
Yeah.
wraps, and it was like we're just gonna hold, we gotta put them on the table sooner or later.
Yeah. Yeah.
They let the game speak for themselves later, but it kind of missed a good opportunity that Microsoft had handed them.
Yeah, because I mean, it could have been a good win for PlayStation, but the fact that they just had lackluster, they lost, and it was bad because actually, the the PlayStation, and I'm not saying this as a PlayStation fanboy. I'm not a PlayStation fanboy. I'm really not. I'm not an any console fanboy. Um,
I've been highly accused of being a Nintendo fanboy. And I gotta talk about that one day.
yeah. But
I'm not gonna
the
lie, I'm a PlayStation fanboy, but I hope
PlayStation has the PlayStation just has the better roster at the moment, and that's just facts. Like when it comes to games, it just had facts, and I feel like that's what they thought, and so they just felt like they didn't have to do anything. They're like, look at this, we don't got to do nothing, but they kind of just dropped the ball right there.
they definitely dropped the ball. Like,
They're like, why are you gonna show? And I have love for Final Fantasy. Don't get me wrong. Why are you gonna show Final Fantasy virtual VR fishing? Nobody cares.
nobody.
Nobody cares.
Look,
Like,
let me tell you what people are gonna. When you put on something that makes you feel like you're totally there and not in the real world, like the full suit thing that you see in a movie, that's when we're gonna care about doing like you know how you go in the war room, X-Men, and you go
Yeah.
into the war room and
Yeah.
it was like a whole world.
Yep.
That's when we're gonna care about fishing or like that. But right now, one game.
You know what I want? I want a game that makes me feel like I'm walking even though I'm sitting. And I want a
There you go.
game, and then this, right?
We want a
Because
Matrix.
and then I want this, right? Because always, people always try to sell me, oh, I understand where you're coming from, having to crawl around everywhere and no equilibrium. No, you don't. No, you don't. Let me put you in a simulation and let me put on my head for like a day, and you do what I do, and then you can sit there and tell me what it's like to be like Handy Kill Cam, because it's a different experience. Everything that I do, I have to do it. Like lifting this cup, yes, it's not heavy, right? This cup's not heavy, but if I bring it out to the right of me, right, and I move the wrong direction, guess what? I'm gonna fall over, not because it's heavy, but because I have no balance. So that's what I'm saying. Like I want people to experience that, and I think that would be kind of cool if like we can like experience what other people are experiencing, just to get like a better understanding, and maybe not only that, but like to like it actually help people, because it's like how can you, like I always say, you can't really help somebody unless you've been through it yourself. Like a divorced person can never tell you how to stay married, because why they're divorced. I mean, they could tell you don't make the same mistakes I did, but most 9 times out of 10, they're gonna be like, yeah, just divorce her and just do this and do that. Yeah, a person can't really tell you how to do something if they never been through it. And I think that would be pretty cool in VR to be able to experience like other situations, but make it into a game. Make it where like you want to experience the life of Handy or the life of Bezoid. I think that would be pretty cool. But then again, I think outside the box. But Handy, I do know how it feels. I sat on the toilet so long, my legs don't work after so many times. You're funny. You're funny because my
That
legs
joke.
don't go numb. I wish my legs did. Then my toe wouldn't hurt. My foot wouldn't hurt. You're funny.
I'm
Yes.
sorry.
It's funny, but that is pretty funny though. But yeah, give me a game that where I can experience where like I'm like in another life, but I don't even realize I'm in another life, and like I'm just like having a good time. I thought
You want a Matrix?
I do.
You-
I've been
You wanna
wanting
be
I
Neo.
want a Matrix MM. I want a real Matrix MMO. I think it's time. I want either a Matrix real virtual R game or a Matrix MMO. I'm a big Matrix head. Y'all don't understand. The Matrix trilogy movies is what killed one of my Xbox 360s because I literally just watched those movies over and over and over and over. When I got my first apartment at like 16, 17 years old, all I had was a TV and an Xbox 360. So I didn't have like no furniture. I just needed to get out of the situation because it was a bad situation, and I got tired of being in a drug environment. So all I had literally was my 360 and my TV, and all I had really to watch was the Matrix movies. So I would literally just sit there and watch those movies on repeat over and over and over and over and over till literally my Xbox died. So yeah, I'm all about the Matrix. I think Matrix is cool.
We did have a Matrix. Sony killed it.
Yeah, let's say. Sorry, still salty about that. You're still salty about what? I thought the life of HKC game from the just press a button and the you win screen pops up. We had a Matrix game, MMO. Sony killed it. Yeah. I wanted to play it as a kid. I never got to play it. Unfortunately, because I wasn't cool back then. I wish they had streaming back then. So that's a question. If streaming was a thing, what game would you stream right? If streaming was a thing back in the day, OG, what game would you have streamed
Ooh,
or
chat.
made YouTube videos?
Chat, use what? Use to answer.
Yeah.
Well, I think that back in the day I was more into shooters, so I would have been streaming GoldenEye, I would have been streaming Perfect Dark,
Yep.
Turok 2. I would have probably streamed. I wouldn't be streaming Final Fantasy. That's only because that would be kind of just a me thing. But yeah, I would be streaming basically all of your first-person shooters because that was my thing back then.
Yeah.
I'm not into first-person shooters anymore, but yeah, that was the big hype. I was the one that got Handy in the first-person shooter.
He is the reason why Handy Kill Cam is Handy Kill Cam and why I play first person. He's the reason. I never used to play first person shooters until this guy. Didn't even know what GoldenEye was until I met this guy. Didn't even know what Perfect Dark was until I met this guy. And now it's a thing. And it's something that's I've been highly addicted to ever since. Although there has never been a game as good as Perfect Dark. Yeah. Madness have came out with a good one. He said, "Well, I would have streamed Super Mario RPG. The hype behind that game. The hype.
That's such a good game.
It was.
Oh my god,
was
that's one of my favorites right there.
I always watched OG play it. I always watched.
You can get it if you have an SNES Classic, which, by the way, stores now have SNES Classics. The one time I don't have money for it, but anyway, you can actually find SNES Classics easier now, and you can get Super Mario RPG on it, which I plan on doing one day. Money's getting thrown at the screen, believe that.
Go now into OG's PayPal to help him with his donation goal.
I'm not gonna say no.
To get a donation goal to get a Super ENS Classic. No, I'm just kidding.
I'm just saying, $80.
Man, I still have my original. Man, speaking of which, I don't know whose story who's last, but I can go into a side quest. The Atari box is coming, and it's actually impressive. It's going to have the same kind of specs as a PlayStation 4, but it's gonna play like Atari games. But you can play the Atari games at 4K. I thought that was a little weird.
I mean, would that really enhance it at all? Like, is it really necessary? For an
That's what I
Atari
was. That's
game?
why I was gonna bring it up. Is playing an Atari game necessary at 4K? If not, why? If so, why?
I mean, I guess if you're going to add some kind of special graphics to it, I mean, I don't. I guess like if you want to really like do something special with Space Invaders or something, make some cutscenes every time you beat a level. I mean, I'm trying to think outside the box here, but I don't. I mean, I just don't see a real legit reason why you would need 4K for Atari
The
games.
only thing I can see is
It's only because that people are for some reason this generation graphic heads all of a sudden. Like when we were growing up, and in our gaming generation, it was more about the game itself than the graphics. Now it's about every look at the graphics of this game. Look at the graphics. Look at the graphics. Look at the graphics. It's not about the gameplay like it used to be,
yeah.
and that sucks.
Yeah, look at that new John Madden grass.
Yeah.
Look at the grass of that John.
Look at the sweat on the NBA player, but the game runs like crap.
Game runs like crap, but look at the sweat.
Mhm.
Man, look at the sweat
Oh.
though. I just want to just be the ball boy and wipe up the sweat on the court, man.
Right, we didn't even know what bits were back then.
Right.
16 bit, 8 bit, whatever. We were just playing. And
To me,
we
to
need
me,
60, we need
to
that,
me, I know, and I'm wrong. I know I'm gonna, to me, Nintendo and Super Nintendo and Sega all look the same to me. I never noticed the graphical difference. I didn't start noticing. Look, this is gonna be weird, right? I didn't start noticing graphical difference until Nintendo 64, and I thought Nintendo 64 games looked like crap when I was young. I was like, I played GoldenEye. I played the GoldenEye the story mode, right? And you know the first part where you're like in the when you're in the air duct, right?
Mhm.
And
The facility?
the facility, and like you're about to drop down and kill this guy, but it shows like the face of James Bond. Like literally, like when my mom bought me the game, because this is before I watched OG play it, right? Me and OG would just sit on the phone and talk for hours and talk about games. This is what inspired our podcast, because me and OG would literally talk on the phone for 6 hours and talk about video games and life. Correct? But anyways, I think
I don't know if it was 6 hours, but maybe.
no,
like
it was
3 or
6 hours. No, it was a long freaking time. We were young. But anyways, so there was this part of the game where you see the guy's face, and the guy's face was boxed. Everybody remember when Pierce Brosnan's face was like square? I literally thought something was wrong with my 64 in my game, and I was like, Mom, you need to take this back. My character doesn't look right. He's boxed. The people's faces are not supposed to be boxed. They're supposed to be round. And then I remember I called OG and I was like, my 64 is broken. And he was like, no, it's supposed to be that way. It's 64 graphics. And I was like, oh, okay. Well, it's not broken? No, it's not broken. Okay. And then I went back on and playing 64. I didn't care about graphics as much as the game, but except for when I thought things were broken, But
I can tell you when graphics. I can tell you exactly when the time when graphics became a major thing. It was the PS2, and the game was called Bouncer. And everybody was like, "Oh God, look how good this looks." That was when it was the thing.
What game?
Bouncer.
Bouncer.
You played that.
Have we played that?
We've played that, bro. You may have forgotten, but we've played that. It was a game that one of our other friends brought over. I think it was either Philip or Chris. I can't remember which one.
Sounds like a Chris
But,
game. Sounds like a Chris
Yeah. I think it was. But no, I mean, and the graphics were fantastic for its time. He's not really lying.
I don't remember the game. What was it about?
Oh wow, that was like one of the first. Like I think the first 3 games.
Was that like during the The Def Jam
It
era.
was way before. It was
Yeah,
like
it was
literally,
before that. Yeah.
it was like literally one of the first 3 games made for the system.
What? I don't
Yeah.
remember, bro.
Yep.
Dang.
That's sad because even I remember.
That's pretty
Yeah.
sad.
And you were a bouncer and working at like a little club, and afterwards, I guess your friend, the main characters, it was 3 characters, and they went to go save a girl who got kidnapped by the bad guys, and it was like I would say a beat 'em up. Would you call it a beat 'em up?
It's kind of a beat 'em up, yeah.
It's
Mhm.
kind of beat 'em up.
Most of those games were back in the day.
I was surprised you don't remember that game.
I don't remember.
It was like the first thing that Sony sold off.
I'm about to look it up right now.
Yeah, you need to Google that, bro, because we've played it.
I don't remember it. Bouncer PS2 game.
That was the first time when people paid attention to like major graphical enhancements.
Well, you can actually buy it on Amazon right now.
You can buy everything on Amazon, bro.
Dude, I know. But did you know that Amazon raised their prices?
Uh-oh.
It costs more for Amazon Prime, but as I was reading an article today, they're going to be doing they're going to be doing some stuff with Whole Foods. So now your what you call it, your Amazon Prime will carry over to the whatever store is called Whole Foods or whatever, and so you can get like discounts over there, which is really cool. So
Okay.
I don't
I've
mind
heard of
that.
it.
I don't mind that. Make me eat healthier. I'm eating healthier anyway.
I had Subway yesterday.
Some people don't call it healthy.
It depends on what you get. It's just like a lot of people say Panda Express isn't healthy, but believe it or not, if you order the right thing, it's actually the most healthiest fast food place you can go to.
I don't like Panda Express, man.
I love Panda Express. It's so good. Oh my god.
Drew
it's good.
Dog was here. He was talking about handier.
But
Yeah,
I
you
like
can-
real. Oh,
Very
I can't talk
good.
about Chinese food. Can't talk about it. I have to talk about it off stream. We'll talk about it off stream. Cause I may do something wrong or something, and I apologize. I apologize in advance for even mentioning Chinese food. I apologize.
See, there goes Drew Dog. There you go.
I'm looking at this game real quick. I'm not paying attention to the chat.
Sion, Bolt, and Ku, who wear obscene cosplay outfits and call themselves
You
bouncers.
don't remember
They get paid to
Bouncer?
stand outside
I don't
bars
remember
and
this
look
game at
intimidating.
all.
It was everywhere, marketed everywhere, and it blew up because it was.
It wasn't one of my favorite games. It just had good graphics for its time.
Can you believe?
Like,
Yeah,
I'm not
yeah.
trying to say it was great or anything.
Can you
but-
believe there's
Literally,
YouTube
like-
videos on it right now?
It was like the first marketed game for. That's why it's so like infinite. So
Hey, you still have your PS3, don't you, OG?
Yes.
You know what you should do, since you're all about
What?
retro games.
Mm-hmm.
You should do YouTube videos on old games that you played.
It's a thought. It's definitely a thought. Although there are a lot of like other YouTubers who do a lot of good retro videos, so I'm not sure if I really fit in that anymore because since everyone's already done, it's kind of oversaturated now.
You know what I would love to do? I would love to do a SmackDown 2 season on the PS2, man. On YouTube.
SmackDown.
Right?
SmackDown
Like
2.
which SmackDown? Which SmackDown?
SmackDown 2.
SmackDown 2.
SmackDown 2. The original SmackDown 2.
I would like to do SmackDown versus Raw.
Oh, I didn't know. That's where Dolph died.
No. It died after 2011. After SmackDown 2011 is when it went bad. SmackDown versus Raw 2010, I think it was 09, was amazing.
Nah, let me tell you why SmackDown 2, the original SmackDown 2 was the best. Because you had an unlimited, the season was unlimited. And you could actually build relationships with like the random characters. You got randomly attacked, and you got to do it all with your friends, and it would randomly put your friends in matches. It was so ahead of its time and so great, and they haven't made a game like that ever since. It was so good, man.
Well, you can do that on SmackDown.
What? But it's different. It's different. I've played them all. Trust me, it's not the same.
I played them all, every single one until until 2K took over. Every single one.
I even play the 2K. I got 2K18 right now. I just don't play it.
I got the last one I got was 17.
Really?
I skipped 16 and 15. 17 was the last go because I was like, maybe they brought it back, and they didn't bring it back.
No, this is even before 2002. I'm talking like 19.
It was like 1990s, yeah.
Yeah, 1990.
It was late 90s. It was like late 90s.
Yeah. When we would literally put on Star Fox.
I was a big wrestling fan, so I bought every single SmackDown.
We would have SmackDown.
They went
wrestling.
the way of the Madden.
We would have SmackDown wrestling parties at OG's house and at my house, and we would create belts, and we would have fights on the belts and stuff.
Let me tell you how big SmackDown. My mother played SmackDown. She created characters. She played the game. It was big.
Yo, I'm just trying to picture like, OG's mom playing SmackDown right now. That'd be pretty lit right now, bro.
Yeah.
Oh my, Mama Bezo playing SmackDown. That's pretty dope. My mom played Super Mario and golf. That's what she played.
My mom was more into Contra, the Mario games, the fighting games. Believe it or not, she got me into Street Fighter. That's pretty much it. And an RPG.
Speaking of fighting games, Tekken 7 had a tournament just recently. And it was...
I completely stopped even, looking into Tekken 7. Like, I was talking about wanting to get into it, and I thought it was on PlayStation Now, and apparently I was wrong. It's not. It was, the Tekken Tag 2 is what PlayStation Now has. But yeah, apparently, I do need to get into Tekken 7. I really need to actually go and buy the game one day. Because, I do like fighting games, and Tekken is one of those fighting series I've always enjoyed. But I also got to get Dragon Ball FighterZ. So if I get Dragon Ball FighterZ, I don't know if I'm going to play Tekken 7.
Oh, you're going to play both of them. You're going to play both of them. I have both. And, if you did, we would have a lot of...
I own a hard copy of Tekken 7.
Mm-hmm.
I told you about the story on how I attained Tekken 7.
I think you did. Yeah.
I know if you get Tekken 7, you're Noctis. Oh my God, you're going to... He fights just...
Yes, I want to play Noctis. Yeah, absolutely.
He fights just like he does on 15.
On 15, yeah.
So, B, I have news for you.
Okay, what is this?
The Soul Calibur 6. Remember the character that you said that needed to be in Soul Calibur?
Taki!
Yes.
I have to watch it.
Yes.
I haven't seen it yet.
Yes. So
oh my God, that means Visa will be picking it up.
Yep.
He will be doing it on stream.
Yep.
Definitely.
I'll be
I'll
getting
take my money.
Yes, my money is gone already.
Throw your money at the screen.
Pakistan Lee, literally, I've been waiting Taki for. Last time Taki was the game, 10 years.
You know what I want to do? I'm thinking about making what I want to do eventually is make Fridays fighting games. Like Friday.
Don't tease me like
I do.
That,
I want to do Brawlhalla.
Night Fridays.
I want to do Friday night fights, man. I want to do Brawlhalla. I want to do cause I've been really getting into Brawlhalla hardcore. I found my dude where I can actually go in a high rank. I've been going ham, son. And get into maybe some Tekken. I don't know. Maybe I'll give it another chance. And I'm already getting Soul Calibur 6. I mean, or the new one, whatever the new one is. I know I said the wrong number, but I'm getting that. So
we all know that OG is the mobile game guy.
Yes.
If it was anything, I would be considered two things: MMO, RPG. and fighting game. That's my thing. Oh my god, if you did that handy,
I'm
don't
telling you.
use me like
I'm
that.
telling
Don't
you.
use me.
I'm telling you. I'm thinking about it. I'm thinking about it because like right now I'm too Fortnite saturated. Like like even my YouTube channels are Fortnite saturated where I can't even watch nothing but Fortnite. I'm like I need to get away.
So here's the question. Since Bezoid asked this last week, we're going to apply it to this situation. What does Bezoid have to do to get you to
Twitch United with that host. Thank you so much, Twitch United, man. Thank you guys, man. You guys are what does Bezoid gotta do?
What does Bezoid have to do? I love that question.
I don't know. That's a good question. Bezoid already does a lot. Oh my Jesus, Twitch United, man. So yeah, that's what I'm thinking about doing because I'm not playing this starting tomorrow. I'm not playing Fortnite on Able Gamers. I'm playing Overwatch tomorrow. Just cause like I gotta change it up, not for any other reason, but for me. Cause if not, I'm gonna get burnt. I'm gonna get burnt out on Fortnite, not because of anything, but just because of Fortnite. Cause I just play a lot of Fortnite. And that was another reason why I took a break from the tournament. I realized that I've put too much stress on myself to keep doing the tournament, and with my foot and everything. Cause like that last Friday, with how bad my foot was, I shouldn't have streamed, but I wanted to give everybody a fair chance. And so, you know, I'm like, man, I put too much time and effort for the tournament, and I need to like chill out for a little bit. And so that's why we putting the Fortnite tournament on hold for those. I know you guys are super hyped, but hey, it's been all lit and having fun anyway, so it's all been good. We've been actually having more fun this week than we've had in a long time. So, but don't worry, Friday fights is not gonna happen soon. I think I gotta wait for Soul Calibur to come out, or maybe we could do some Injustice too. Because I do have Injustice too.
He does.
I do. So do you, my friend.
Yes,
That's
I do.
true. I
And
do.
you also, and just to let you know, you do own a pre-owned version, or you do now officially have a pre-order of H1Z1.
Look at that.
Yep. Don't.
There's a lot of humming going on right now.
Yeah, I know, we all understand, but you know, like I just didn't want it to be like, well, look at Handy canceling it on the Xbox Day so PS4 can get the win. I already heard it in the back of my head, and I was like, I can't do that. So I was like, I had to push myself. I pushed myself, and we did it. We done it. You guys won it, and it is what it is. And yo, it was all fun. It's still fun. We need the tourney to keep kicking PS4 butt. What are you talking about, Otis? You talking about quitting Fortnite? I don't want to hear it. Yesterday, I'm quitting Fortnite. I'm quitting. I ain't playing this game. Man, you was all about quitting. You was all about quitting, Otis. She was like, I'm uninstalling Fortnite. Remember? I remember. I remember.
You remember?
Another side quest thing going on. I guess you never heard her say. You never heard her say that. She said it yesterday in chat. She sure did. Technically you're right. I never heard her say it though. That's not fair though. I'll never hear her say a word. What was I gonna say? I guess, yeah, 'cause I can't talk. Yeah, I know. I guess Battlefield 1 is desperate to get players, and they decided to make their Do Not Cross DLC, or I don't know if that's the exact name, but they've actually made it free right now. So if you're a Battlefield 1 player, and you want some DLC to get you back into the game, did you see what Crew Dog dropped? No, I did not see what Crew Dog dropped. What did he drop? I didn't see it. What did he do? Oh my Jesus, what did he do? Yo, we got a new follower. Oh my God. Yo, welcome to the Kill Cam Squad, where we chill and we kill and we have no drama. Dang, you got me good, DB, because I wasn't expecting it from you, man. That's so messed up, bro. Did he make a
That was
mess
dope.
in...
That was good.
That was good. Kudos to you, sir. Kudos to you. Also, just to let you guys know, Twitch United is doing a fundraiser with Able Gamers. So if you guys can, go follow Twitch United. Go show them some love. Go show them support. Even if you can't go donate for their cause, just go show them some love and hang out over there and be like, Handy sent me, and they're doing some cool things for Able Gamers. I wanted to do that, show some love to Twitch United, because Twitch United has been showing me a lot of love lately, and they're doing something amazing for your boy Handy. But we're gonna keep that under wraps. But just keep an eye look
news.
on Twitter. I will share it on Twitter. It's gonna be pretty awesome. Pretty excited. Pretty stoked. Yeah, like I always say, God always opens doors when you least expect it, man. That's for sure. And definitely pretty awesome. I don't know their schedules right now because, like you said, they're pretty random. So just go ahead and drop them a follow. And whenever they pop up, just go ahead and just go over there and show some love. I try to do every time I can. How are y'all doing? We are doing good, crazy weirdo. How are you? Are you crazy? Are you feeling weird today? I am. I'm on antibiotics and coffee. I don't know if that's a good combination. But
I don't
yeah.
even know how to take that.
Huh?
How do you even take that? Antibiotics.
How do I even take it? I don't even know, man. They smell funky too. They all smell funky and taste funky. I looked at my wife. I was like, is this right? Are they supposed to smell funky and taste funky? She's like, yeah. And I was like, okay. YOLO. Coffee is always a good combination. I know. Coffees and tacos and coffee. Man, I'm telling you, man. If I ever stream on Saturdays, it's going to be the coffees and tacos and coffee show, man. It's good. It's going to be. It's going to be tacos and coffee. And when I get partnered, I'm going to have a coffees and taco emote that's together. You're weird. We're all weird. That's what makes us awesome. I think everybody in this Handy Kill Cam squad has got a little bit of weirdness in them. And if you don't,
It's a pre-qualification thing.
yeah, it's the only way you can be a part of the Handy Kill Cam squad. That sounds so good. It does, right? But you have to have it with iced coffee, though. Hot coffee, not the greatest. Sending some fam over. Appreciate you, man. Appreciate you. So, now that I'm going to shut up for a while, OG, do you have any news you want to speak of before I go into my Call of Duty topic? Yo! Welcome to the Kill Cam Squad, where we chill and we kill and we have no drama. You already know what topic I'm about to drop into, and I don't want to drop into it yet until you.
Is OG there?
Is OG there though? That is the question. Is he mute? Oh, he's muted at the moment.
Oh,
He's muted. Thank
oh,
you.
in the meantime.
Sorry, I'm here. My bad.
Oh, there you go.
Quit stuffing your
I
face.
was all talking, and all of a sudden, I was like, why doesn't nobody hear me? I don't understand what's going on here.
Yeah, people tend to do that. Do you have a fan Discord? I do have a Discord. Do ! Discord, man. Do have a Discord.
Exclamation point.
Discord, where we are partnered, thanks to amazing people. It's pretty awesome. But yeah, OG, do you have anything that you would like to drop before I drop
Nothing major. All I want to ask is, how do you guys feel about the NFL being on Twitch?
I didn't even know that was a thing.
Well, you didn't know?
You didn't know? My ass better call somebody
you
then.
know?
My ass better call somebody because I did not know.
Yeah.
Look at the money that he drops.
I had no idea. I don't know how I feel about that.
I'm not even on Twitch. I know.
Yeah, I heard about it. There, you know what it is about. It's about that.
I'm just curious as how everybody feels.
It's about that money.
I don't know.
I don't think it's necessary, but I'm just curious.
I mean, if Bob Ross can be on Twitch, why can't the NFL? I guess.
True.
But should he have been on Twitch?
He said maybe he could finally watch.
No, but Bob Ross is on Twitch. You can watch a Bob Ross stream right now. You didn't know?
No, I'm asking, should he have been on Twitch?
I mean, kinda. He's creative.
Okay.
But,
it's a question.
My thing is, I mean, can't they just do it on normal TV?
Yeah.
Well, see, here's the thing, and I've said this. I think I was talking about this one in episode 12, and this is probably going to end up happening. They're going to probably make it to where we need to acquire some kind of broadcasting license to stream, because streaming is becoming more professional. And, because you notice, like, there's a lot more TV shows coming on to Twitch. They even had, like, when the Power Rangers movie was coming out, they had a Power Rangers marathon. Not that I watched it or anything. It was just automatically popped up on my screen.
The only one I watched was the Yu-Gi-Oh!
Oh, the Yu-Gi-Oh! One? I didn't even know Yu-Gi-Oh!
I was on that, man. That's because I'm
I didn't even know Yu-Gi-Oh! Was on.
Yeah. Yeah, Dancing Fighter, she hosted it. So
oh, nice.
I caught it.
Nice. Yeah, so, I mean, I don't know. I necessarily don't think it's going to be a good thing. But then again, I mean, Vince McMahon is making the XFL again, so.
Is that still a thing?
Well, it wasn't a thing, but it's going to be a thing 2020. So.
Oh. Well, I know it was a thing at one time, but I didn't know that it was coming back.
It's coming back due to because of the whole thing with what happened last year with the whole players, getting some players getting the slap on the wrist for certain things that they did, and then the whole national anthem thing. Vince McMahon wants to be in charge of it, and he's got all these rules. I don't want to get into it because it's going to cause a big debate, but that we're not prepared for.
You're clear from that.
Yeah, I'm not prepared for that debate. Yeah, because I mean, I'm just not gonna get into it, but yeah, that's apparently a thing. So maybe that's why the NFL's trying to get on Twitch. I guess I don't know.
No, they're trying to get on Twitch because they have money, and they're trying to get on Twitch because that's basically it. They see money, man.
So
NFL is about that money.
So I wonder if they're gonna have like a subscribe thing, and I wonder what you get. What, an NFL Shield? Stoudemire better watch out.
That's hilarious.
Hey, I'm telling you, man, Stoudemire, man, you need it. You need to go be a commentator over there, bro. They got you, bro. They got you, man. You can go right back into that. Nah, I'm just kidding. But no, seriously though, you need to be careful though. If NFL does get on Twitch, you got to change some of your stuff so you don't get copyright stuff. Because
or you can get your stuff copywritten right now, and don't have to worry about it.
Well,
what he said.
Yeah, sure. That's the thing. Definitely.
But the thing is, honestly, coming from me, I think the NFL is like, my thing is, and this is what happened from last year. Like, the NFL week should only be done on Sundays.
Right.
This whole Thursday night games, it sucked. And I know we're way off topic, chat, because sports and we're game.
Hey, but sports are a game.
Just
saying.
Sports are a game, but not a video game.
Well, we're
But-
talking
Right.
about Madden.
About Madden.
Madden.
The thing I'm gonna say about this is I think that the NFL is a little oversaturated because they have so many nights where they're playing games, and it was hype because Sunday you knew your team was playing, and so everybody wanted to do the Sunday, football
together,
on Sunday,
barbecues, and all
get
that,
together and
yeah.
all that, and Thursday nights, sometimes Saturday nights, and kind of oversaturated. That's why people wasn't watching. That's why they was having low ratings on TV because that and amongst the other stuff like the
It's because of
vegan
Ninja and Drake, okay? Let's get it right now. I'm just kidding.
But the thing is, I don't need it. All I want is my Sundays and my Saturdays for college, Sunday for NFL. But this extra stuff just not.
You watch NASCAR on Sundays? I stopped watching NASCAR once I watched Dale Earnhardt die. I thought that was so sad. So, yeah. But
Monday Night Football was actually okay, but that's all I wanted to say about that.
Monday Night, man, there was so much hype down Monday Night Football just because of freaking the way that the music was. I don't know. I'm not into football as much as I was, man. I'm not
anymore. I used to be. I used to go to sports bars a lot.
Yeah.
I haven't been back in for a while now.
Oh my Jesus! Hacker Yeti just auto-hosted me with 32 viewers.
Wow.
Thank you, man.
Nice.
Oh my goodness.
Hype.
Hi, man.
No, hi.
Oh, my phone. I'm not here.
I've been following the sports. So football's been my thing.
Yeah, I'm more into basketball now, but even then, like, I only watch basketball during the playoffs, and if my team's not playing, I ain't watching. Spurs are gone, so. Yup, my grandmother was at the race when Dale Earnhardt, 30, yeah. Man, that sucks. Dale Earnhardt Jr. Dale Earnhardt Sr. Yeah, that sucks, man.
I gotta ask you this question.
Uh-oh.
I gotta ask you.
Uh-oh.
What the heck is going on with them? Is they gonna let them go?
What, who?
The Spurs, like it's not sounding good over there in Spurs.
With who? I
So-
can't hear you broke
With
up.
Kawhi Leonard.
You wanna enlighten on this, OG? Go ahead.
The only reason the Spurs are having any issues they're having right now is because, if I'm not mistaken, Popovich's wife passed.
Yeah, I knew about that.
Yeah.
I heard about that.
And I think that's hurt the team morale. And I think that's why they are not doing as well as they could have done, because of team morale. That's really what I blame on the Spurs.
Well, here's the funny thing about Kawhi Leonard, right? So Kawhi Leonard is actually, quote unquote, was able to play, right? He was cleared to play, right? But then Kawhi Leonard's people said he shouldn't play. And so here's the thing. Who are Kawhi Leonard's people? Who are these people that he's saying that he can't play? Because he was cleared to play by doctors, but his people advised him not to play. What?
Yeah, I
What?
didn't understand that too much either. It makes
Who
sense
is your
to me now.
who? Like, I'm just like, what? Okay, I don't know. And I'm not trying to make this into a sports podcast, but from a coach standpoint, even if that wasn't a thing, I feel like Kawhi Leonard's just too riddled with injuries, man. And at some point, you just gotta let him go, and just like move on. He's a great player, but I mean,
He's not just a great player. He's like top 3. In the
I
league.
know. He's a legend. He's gonna be a legend if he's not a legend already.
He's
I
like
get it.
top 3 because he played both offense and defense.
I
He's a
get
two.
it. I know, but it's like, what good is that top tier player if he's not playing?
But the thing is it the NBA doctor? Excuse me. Is it the NBA doctor saying that he can play and his doctor saying no? What is that? What's going on there?
Yeah, that's what I don't understand. That's where I'm confused.
Because just like NFL, you can't always trust the NBA
Yeah.
doctors. He might be, totally messed up. Look what happened with Markel Fultz. That's all I'm gonna say. Look what happened to him.
He said favorite college team. Well, if I had to pick one, I really don't watch college, but if I had to pick one, I'm just gonna pick the closest one to me, and that's Austin. So UT all the way. Austin, Texas. That just shows you how much I'm not into sports. I just pick something. I just a fan just because it's either in my city or I'm close to it. But I actually met David Robinson twice. Once while playing Tekken, which was really cool. And the other was at.
Lucky.
When the other one was at.
Comp USA, because I was there.
Yeah, Comp USA. You're a woman? Okay. Did I say? Did I say you were? Did I gender place you? I'm sorry if I did. Oh, yo, another auto host with four viewers. Let's go, man. We are like so lit right now.
Hit up today.
I know.
Me, I'm a Wolverine fan. Always.
Wolverine, Michigan.
Yes.
Rip. No, I'm just kidding.
I was
Hey, we were in the NCAA title game.
Yeah, but it's chill.
Yeah.
My fault if I did. I apologize. Yo, thank you, Crazy Weird, for that host. Dirk, thank you so much for that. What's up, Dirk? What's good, man? What is good? So I guess since we're talking about
Let's
sports,
get back to
since we're talking about sports, we can go into esports.
Hey, nice segue.
You know what I'm saying? Gotta push along. So I found out some news about Optic Gaming, and I got this straight from the UMG reporter. I thought it was very interesting. They say it's true. Optic says it's not true, but would you really admit it if it wasn't true? Apparently, since the new ownership of Optic, which if you don't know, Hex has given up a percentage of his team to preferably the Texas Rangers, which own another. I think they own Triggerfish and some other things, and so they're kind of over Optic. So because the Optic team and the other teams or the other owners couldn't come to an agreement, the last couple events Optic team has not been getting paid. I don't know how I feel about that. And so they're like technically not under contract. So that's necessarily the reason why things have been supposedly in an uproar. Again, I don't know how true this is. I'm just telling you what I've read it from a reporter, or not read it, but like watched from a reporter from UMG. And so Madden NFL football is a great game. It was a great game. It's not great anymore. So like I don't know how you guys feel on that. And my question is, if you're not contracted and you won an event, do you still get the money? That's my question, and I wanted to bring that up. And I thought maybe why they're not necessarily having fun, or maybe necessarily the problems. And from speculation, if anybody's leaving Optic, my speculation of what I put 2 and 2 together, because the last videos I've been watching, and if you don't pay attention closely to Optic, you see just recently they just released a Karma greatest hits thing. Like not greatest hits, but like greatest moments. And then if you look, if you watch Hitch's last podcast video, they show a lot of videos of Scump. So I don't know. I think if anybody's leaving, it might be Karma. I hope not. I hope nobody leaves, right? Because Optic's always been the team to push together and push through things. I'm not saying that like players shouldn't leave, or that not all things should come to an end. But I'm saying this, right? I'm saying this. If the Optic team has to break up to make them a better team, can we give them a proper farewell? Do we have to like literally kick them off the team? Can we like put them like in the Hall of Fame, or give them like a retirement thing, or like give them a proper farewell? Why do we have to like say, they're they're gone. Bye, Felicia. You know what I'm saying? Not because they're necessarily possibly the greatest players right now, but they have done a lot for the COD community. They're probably one of the most well-known in the COD community due to in Call of Duty history. I mean, so it's like, shouldn't they get a proper farewell? I don't know. That's just how I feel. I don't know. Your thoughts?
Okay. Do you get a farewell if at any normal job? Would you get a farewell from that? No.
You do it as an NBA. You do it like, think about it like this, right? This is what I was thinking. Think about it like Kobe Bryant, right? What did they?
He's Kobe. That's different. But
if you look at it though, if you look at it from everything that Optic has done,
them guys make millions of dollars. Let's not compare a guy who's playing video games versus a guy who completely puts his body in harm's way.
But what I'm saying is, though, they've done major things in the gaming community. If it wasn't for if it wasn't for Optic and FaZe, there would be no esports. In the beginning,
I don't think that. I don't think no.
Yeah, I don't know if I agree with
no,
that.
No.
I mean Call of Duty esports. I mean Call of Duty esports. There would be no Call of Duty esports.
No, you can't say that. No person is above a thing like that. Now, do we give them kudos? Yeah, but nobody needs this. Isn't like they put their physical well-beings in football, basketball, baseball, hockey. We're playing video games, man. We don't need a proper send-off. We just stop playing a video game. Go in the other room, watch TV or something. Look, it's not that serious. Playing games, he's just no longer on the team. Look at it as a business. If you own a business, right, and let's say you're Tim Hortons, and the guy's been there for a while, and he's been doing good. Are you gonna put a plaque up of him, a statue of him, or nothing?
Oh, Fear and Envy, Optic, and FaZe was late to the show. Yeah, but think about it like that. I get you there, DB, but at the same time, nobody I don't remember Fear. I remember Fear now because you brought it up, but I don't remember them. I didn't remember them. Then hold on, let me look at this comment real quick that Crazy said because I missed it. I mean, I get it, but at the same time, you don't want esports to get to that level, to that serious level, because I mean,
it's not gonna get to that serious level. Them guys over there are making millions.
It could happen, but here's the question: why? Okay,
we're never gonna compete that far.
Why? Why don't you want it to get to that level?
No, I ain't saying I don't want it. I just know it's not. I'm going to be real. We're not going to be on a level where we're making much money as Kobe. You're thinking we're going to make as much money as Kobe and them?
No, I'm not saying we, not streamers. Not streamers.
No, period. They're not going to make that kind of money.
I think so. I think so. Maybe not in our lifetime.
The owners of a sports team are billionaires.
Right, and look who owns Optic right now.
And do you think that owner care about them as much as he care about the Texas Rangers?
I don't know. It could get to that level though.
And you forgot where we live. We're in a place that condemns video gaming.
But
when are they gonna give us the money that they give Kobe or Kawhi Leonard? But they're never gonna do that.
But things are changing though. Things are slowly changing. Maybe it doesn't seem right now, but
if things is changing. Donald Trump a couple months ago wouldn't have blamed us for the school shooting. Things haven't changed.
But I'm telling you, you may disagree with me now, but watch, things are gonna change. Really,
you've been saying that for all our video gaming.
Honestly, and this is probably going to get me into trouble, but to me, what Donald Trump says has no credit to me because, you know what I'm saying? To me.
But that's how the world look at us. That's why we made the community that we are. The gaming community was what? Whoops. Outcasts. They were outcasts. And we said, you know what? You guys don't like us. we're gonna make our own community. And now everybody see that we got a little money growing. Everybody want to come into that.
I
But they
think
don't like us. They don't care about the gaming community. The
I
Texas
think,
Rangers, they don't care.
and I know you disagree. I know you disagree with this, but I think the whole ninja thing changed things a little. It opened. I know you already disagree with this, and this is fine. But I think it changed things a little. It's not gonna change overnight. But I think it brought people maybe not to Twitch forever, but it opened more people's minds.
The only thing it did was show that we make money over here. That's all. And what happens when people see that people make money? People gravitate over there. That's it. It didn't change. It didn't change how the world perceives a gamer. They perceive us as, and it's been said, terrorists. They perceived us as lazy. They perceived us as outcasts, man.
Yeah.
That hasn't changed. They just see that we make money.
I
We
don't
can
know.
produce money from entertainment. That's
Let me
all.
go ahead and be the middleman here. So, because both of you are right on certain levels. Now, as far as it being a worldwide issue where everybody hates us, that's actually incorrect because it's actually just the United States where it's a big issue. If you were to go to China, it's a completely different story because people there do actually make a good living playing video games because they see it as a legitimate operation. It's the United States in general that's been behind on the competitive gaming scene, who has always basically used gaming as outcast. So you're right and wrong on that. But here's the other thing too. So as far as is video gaming going to be to the point where people can start making millions of dollars? It might not necessarily to the NBA or NFL level. However, esports gaming people do make a decent amount of money if you're good enough. Now, I'm coming from someone who's mainly been more into the card gaming scene, but I mean, people who play Hearthstone, some do make millions of dollars, not like high millions, but like low millions, because I mean, BlizzCon has $1 million tournament just for Hearthstone alone. Now, granted, it's just one person getting it, so when you're talking about a team, then yeah, you're not going to get that much money because even if it was $1 million tournament, it has to be split amongst a lot of people. But anyone who's playing like a single player thing, they're the ones that are actually going to get the money as far as like, the big payouts because it's one, maybe two people, depending if you have like a team or whatever, and you're doing it together. But the single player video games, that's actually where the money's being made. The team thing is getting there, but it's got a long way to go. Now, do I think that this one person that y'all were talking about revolutionized? I can't really comment on that because I've never really followed.
It's a
that
team.
person.
It's not one person. It's a team.
Oh, I'm sorry. I meant to say team. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
I
it's a
never
team.
followed the team. I never followed Optics, so I don't know nothing. Not enough about that to really comment on it. But should someone get a farewell if they're leaving a team? I mean, it would have to be somebody that really revolutionized a genre.
Right.
I don't know if anyone's done that or not. I'm not 100% sure.
Right.
Because again, I don't follow them, so I don't know what all they've done.
And again, nobody might be leaving, and I'm just saying, it just sucks, and I just feel like if they do, I just feel like they should get a proper farewell. That's how I would do my team. I don't care if it's not that way or not. If you've been with my team for like practically almost 10 wear plus, I'm gonna make a farewell video. We're gonna say bye. We gonna do it right. See, that's me though. I always think outside of the box, and I always don't limit myself. See, the problem, and I'm saying this with all due respect, Bezoid, the problem I have with your opinion on, and it's just an opinion, but the problem that I have with your opinion on that is you're limiting gaming. And if you take that thought process 10 years ago, that's basically saying, oh, people won't never make money. People can never make money playing video games, or people could.
That's inaccurate. What I said.
Well,
I said you're never gonna make the money.
No, I understand that, but that's the same kind of thought process. See, what I'm saying is you're limiting. Like we don't know what's ahead. We have no idea. So me possibly, because I'm looking at it like this. There was a time where we couldn't. like do this Twitch thing, right? We couldn't like make anything. Like we couldn't stream live. We couldn't do anything. So that person that would say, "Oh, that can never be a thing. People will never watch people play video games. That will never happen." But guess what? It happened. So what I'm saying is like that's the same kind of thing. You say it'll never happen, but we don't know. We don't know. Things could change.
There are things where you're looking at dreams and hopes, and then there are things that are real. And one of the things that are real is the Western side of the world looks at gaming in a way that is negative. Now, they see where they can make a profit. And where they see they can make a profit, they will tolerate us. Now, saying that we did our accomplishment that we did is not saying we're going to go to the max now. Now, we can do positive, and then there is unrealism. There are billionaires that are paying for entertainment players. What's his name? Drummond for the Pistons sucks, but he make like 20-some million. He sucks now, but he make 20-some million playing basketball. We're not going to compete on that level.
I don't know. Maybe not in this lifetime, but it will happen. It will happen. Maybe not in this lifetime. Maybe not when
not until they look at us in the same fashion that they look at the sport, and that's not going to change.
I'm just saying I could see it happening.
They're still blaming us for stuff,
but
they're still blaming us now.
Okay.
Now.
Okay, but see, but you're allowing that to hinder your vision, man. Like,
no, I'm allowing it to show me what is real. I'm not gonna take unrealistic things with my hopes and go to a place that ain't gonna happen. Now, will we make some money? Yes. I'm not saying that we're not.
But see, you're talking about I'm talking about esports.
I'm talking about we as a gaming community. That's what I'm talking about. I'm not talking about me. I'm talking about the gaming community. That's when I say we, that's what I'm speaking from. Mm-hmm. And two things that we're not gonna do, right? And I'm gonna give you instances why I know for fact this ain't gonna happen. One, the FGC, and two, the League of Legends and stuff, right? League of Legends and Dota, they're the biggest money games, right? Money makers. They're more organized than the FGC, League of Legends and Dota and stuff. And they're not even close to what just a weak player, a weak guy, somebody we'd be like, you making this much money makes in the NBA or NFL, or they're not close, because they look at them and look at all the exposure that a sport get. They don't get the worst thing that a sport didn't got is what this last protest happened. That was the worst. They look at us as terrorists.
I don't know.
Do you get?
I get what you're saying, but see, like, here's the thing. Like, it is what I don't know, bro. Like, I just look at it differently. Like, I just know, like, things will eventually ride over. You know what I'm saying? I'm an optimistic person. You know what I'm saying? If like, I try to like take what you're saying and put it into like my like real life situation. And if I was to really just sit there and listen to what I was told for some many amount of years and what people believed and what was going to happen with me and all this stuff, bro, like, I wouldn't be here right now. You know what I'm saying?
See, what you're doing is you're saying, what you're comparing to what happened with you is you're not going to do it all. I said, we're going to make money. We're just not going to make their money.
I didn't, but
that's not going to change.
But that's what,
because they look at them differently than they look at gaming.
But see, you're looking at it from a sports perspective of it just being about major money.
Yeah, that's big. We consider small business to them.
I'm looking at it from like a whole different perspective, but it's all good, man. It's all good. It's all good. We can.
Could I chime in again?
Huh? Yeah.
Can I chime in real quick?
Yeah.
Okay. I definitely agree with kind of both of what you're saying. I mean, honestly, as far as like video games, I do believe that we're always going to get the blame for stuff,
Right.
no matter how many years that we go into the future. We're always going to be that scapegoat, no matter how much money we make. But yeah, like even punters who play NFL make more money than
Punters.
and they are, and if I'm not mistaken, that is the position that makes the least amount of money in NFL. If I'm wrong, please correct me. But I
Yo,
believe
you're
the
right.
punter
Kickers
makes-
and punters.
okay. Yeah, kickers and punters make the least amount of money. However, they do still make more money than people at Hearthstone, people at League of Legends, what they make combined. So I see where he's going with that. And even if we get to that point to where we're making as much money as they are, they'll probably be making more money at that time.
But see, I'm not
Because-
talking about money though. Do you see what I'm
Right,
saying?
yeah.
I'm not talking about money. I am not talking about money. I'm talking about like you can get do you understand? Like you can get recognized as somebody amazing person without money. Okay? Like that, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. I ain't talking about like millions and millions of dollars. That's where you got and that's probably the most frustrating part about this debate is the moment that I brought up sports, everybody jumped to money. I wasn't talking about the money. I was saying that this team has done something amazing. Whether you agree with it or not, this group has done something amazing. So why not give them a proper farewell? You know what I'm saying? If somebody's leaving, money has nothing to do with it.
I'm gonna tell you why. Because the average person who is not a gamer does not care. You care because you're a gamer. The average person does not. The average person don't know who Geico is. The average person don't know who Justin Wong.
But I'm
the
not.
average person cares not about optics.
But I'm
period.
not. But I'm not talking about doing it for the average person. Do you understand?
That's what you're saying. The average person knows about Kobe Bryant.
No,
The
I'm not
average person
saying. I'm not saying put it on national TV. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying.
What you're saying is you're trying to give them their proper recognition, right?
What I'm saying is this, man. What I'm saying is like this. It's to say, man, thank you for everything that you've done, and just saying, well, bye, you're gone. You know, that's what I'm saying, because they've put so much time. Do you realize out of everybody that is left and gone, Optic Gaming has been the one that have been together through all the BS. Like, that's facts. The only one that is left Optic Gaming, I think there was two people. The only one that is left Optic Gaming during the whole strive of the Call of Duty, thing was, I think, Nadeshot and somebody else. I can't think of the name. Other than that, they have been together. All I'm saying, for the gaming community, give us a proper farewell. For the Green Wall fans, if somebody's leaving, give a proper farewell. I ain't talking about broadcasting it on Kins 5 or broadcasting it on like national TV. That's not what I'm talking about. All I'm saying is, like, if somebody's leaving, give them like a proper farewell to the gaming community, because regardless whether they've done for their average Joe, the Optic community, whether you're an Optic fan or not, they've done a lot for the COD community in general. That's what I'm saying. And that's what, like, you guys got misunderstood. I'm not talking about, oh, let's do a special report and broadcast it, so and so's leaving Optic. No, what I'm saying is, as the gaming community, give us a proper farewell instead of just leaving and just doing whatever. Like, let them retire or whatever the case may be. That's what I'm saying. But I guess it got misunderstood, because I'm not talking about, I know the average Joe doesn't care about Optic. My wife barely even knows what Optic is. But if it wasn't for me, my wife wouldn't even know what Optic is. But what I'm saying is, for the gaming community, out of respect, I think the gaming community deserves that, because of regardless whether, like I said, whether you're an Optic fan or not, if one of these four are leaving, they deserve a proper farewell. Clayster and J-Cap. But
I disagree with that. That's just me.
You can.
I think that I do think that the people who run Optic in general, they could probably put something together
That's what I'm
since I mean that's
talking.
kind of their
That's
thing.
exactly what
Like
I'm talking
they
about.
should be the ones to put something together
That's what
for
I'm.
that since
That's
that's their thing.
that's what I'm talking about.
But
That's
that
what
would
I.
be probably something. Oh, gee, that's probably something they could do in house. They probably do it their own
Yeah.
little thing and do a little get together.
I think honestly, you guys are just misunderstanding what I'm saying. You guys have taken it into a whole other context, so it is what it is. We're just gonna change subject because that's what it is. You guys have taken it into a whole different situation, and I'm not even going there. Like that's what you're misunderstanding. I'm talking about on YouTube or Twitter where the gaming community lives. I'm not talking about anywhere else outside of gaming. That's what I'm talking about.
Okay.
But
Okay,
it
let's
is
go
what it
back
is.
into game.
But it
When
is what it is.
Daigo retires, do you know who Daigo is?
No, I don't know who Daigo is.
I do,
Daigo is
but
the
yeah.
biggest known Street Fighter player ever. Period. He's the biggest known. When he retires, nobody's gonna care. He either made his money, which is what he deserved. He's got he got his championships, which is what he deserves. But he don't need
Fear
a
that.
send off. He didn't cure cancer. He played video games. That's what he did. We give him his kudos, and he goes off into the
You know what
sunset.
sucks? You know what sucks? Bezo, you're so passionate, and this is gonna take a personal blow at you, and you might get offended. What sucks is you sit there and you say you're so passionate about gaming, but then you turn around and act like playing video games is not a big deal.
No, what I do is I say there's games, right? And then there's real life, right? We give him his kudos in game, but he didn't cure cancer. He didn't affect somebody else's life like that. He didn't win a Nobel Peace Prize.
There's streamers
He
that
played
affect
good in
people's
a
lives
video
all the time. What are you talking about?
I'm talking about him. That's what we're talking about.
But whatever, man. It's cool. I'm done. I'm done talking about the subject. I'm done. The fans will tributes to their favorite players. Yeah, I know. That's what I was saying, but it is what it is. It is what it is. It's all good, man. It's cool. Like I just got taken out of context because I know if somebody leaves, I know what's about to happen, and I think that's not cool because for somebody that follows Optic, I know what those 3 or what those 4 have done for the COD community and understand it and respect it. You know, because for a lot of those people, you know, for those that love COD and that are passionate about COD, understand what the Optic team has done for COD and what they've brought to Call of Duty. Not saying that they've done it any less, not saying that no other team has done it, but I understand it and respect it, and I just feel like in the gaming community, they should get a proper farewell, whether it's up to Optic, whether it's not. It is what it is. I don't even know if anybody's leaving Optic. What's his name said that he ain't leaving. But then again, Hitch said this. He said, there's a lot of things changing, but you won't know until Thursday, until after the, what you call it, the vision, because it's all in the vision. So that might be their farewell if somebody's leaving. But I just don't want it to be like some average let go of it just being tweeted out, this person's leaving Optic or this person's leaving the team, because I feel like out of a lot of people, like they've stuck it through together, and that might be a fan thing. I'm just saying that it would be nice if they got a proper farewell. Apparently some people disagree. I love COD and like COD. I just don't like people who get paid for taking any video game serious. But then there would so what you're saying is that there should be no competitive games.
Well, okay, before I go get my son from school, I'm gonna say it like this: a man that's been in construction or the police force, right? And he's worked 17 years, this, that, and other, don't always get a proper send-off. This guy played video games. Give him his kudos in the video games. He played well. But does that make him any more than the guy who did construction for 17 years?
But see, you're putting two things that together that's two
No,
different.
you're seeing the guy worked hard in anything that they do, in any form of their, job, hobby, game. They don't always need that. Give him his kudos. I ain't say don't give it to him. Give him his kudos and let him ride off into the sunset. That's what I'm saying.
I get what you're saying.
Yeah, I'm an OG gamer, but I know the difference between what he's done and what this guy over here has done, and what this guy over here has done. So I'm gonna give him his kudos, and then I'm gonna keep gaming.
I mean, we disagree on that because again, like this, you gotta understand, like this is my passion. This is my job. Without this, I wouldn't have no job because I can't go out and work anywhere else. So, like, you see what I'm saying? So, like, to some people, like, they're passionate about it, and like I said, I just feel like they do because in the gaming community they've done a lot, and and that just shows that some people just don't understand what they've done, and even if they do, they just don't feel that way, and that's fine. But I still feel like I was taken out of context in a lot of different ways, but it's okay. I'm not trying to take away from a police officer. I'm not trying to take away from a construction person, whatever. To me, that's a whole different thing, right? They got unions for that. They got all different things that set place for all these different things. There's a whole different thing. But what I'm saying, to me, gaming is a big thing because to me, gaming changed my life. See, so you get to go out and work a 9 to 5, right? You get to go out and provide for your family in different ways. Handy Kill Cam doesn't. So to me, gaming is life to me. So to me, I feel like the way Call of Duty was and the way Call of Duty is now is because of certain players in the game of Call of Duty. Certain teams in Call of Duty. Maybe not all of it rests on Optic, but Optic has a big play in the game, and that's what I'm saying. So the difference is like we have a same passion for gaming, but we look at gaming differently. That's the only difference. But it's all good, man. Now can we have competitive games but for fun without? But I don't understand why you feel like people shouldn't get paid to play video games. I don't understand why. What? Situation from what? I don't even understand. What do they get a proper send off? And no, but see, that's what I was saying. Like, I don't even feel like they should go to another team. I feel like they should retire. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying because they've been with Optic so long. And see, I didn't get to finish my thought. You see what I'm saying? I never got to finish completely my thought because everybody just jumped in and was like, hold on, before you say this. And I was like, I didn't get to finish my thought. I feel like if they do leave, in my opinion, for Scump and all them, if they do leave, I don't think they should go to Nadeshot. I think they should retire. Because, in my opinion, I feel like that what's going to happen is they're not going to play their best. Things are going to happen, and it's going to ruin. It's kind of like when Michael Jordan went to when he was playing basketball and he got out of retirement, and then when he got out of retirement, he went and played baseball, right? Like, why? You know what I mean? Yeah, I know that's two different sports. I believe Michael Jordan played for another team too. But I don't know. I'm just like this, right? Like, if I played for another team, like, say, for instance, right? If I streamed for Optic Gaming for 10, 20 years, and then Optic Gaming drops me, and then I could go to, I don't know, somewhere. I would just like, I'd be like, nah, I'm not going to go to another team. You know what I mean? I've been like, I don't know. I would just retire. And in that point in time, I would just be like, you know what? I've been doing this for 10, 20 years. It's time for me to let it go. I mean, I commend them for it if somebody does leave and they stay in the game. But I just feel like, You know, again, that's all opinionated, and like, you know, at the end of the day, that's how I feel. They shouldn't be able to make. They shouldn't be. No, that's not what I'm saying. They shouldn't be able to make a. They will already make. Bro, do you understand that all they got to do is stream and they make a living? They don't gotta play freaking. They, like my wife said. My wife said this. My wife said, she was all saying that, like, man, they probably just go into streaming, because really, I mean, they would probably get into streaming and be just fine. You know what I'm saying? I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, it depends on the player, because, like, you know, there are some people that even if they win like a big prize that'll make them set for life, they still enjoy whatever game they're playing. So they might still play a little bit, whether it be competitive or not. Of course, it's up to the person. Like, if they have the passion to continue to be competitive, they can. But if they feel like they want to quit while they're ahead, I wouldn't, you know, blame them for it if they want to retire early.
Yeah, I don't know. Would you retire, like, after you've been with a team for so long, and then, you know?
Honestly, I don't know. I've never been at that point. I'm trying to get there. I'm not gonna lie, but I could say anything right now. But if it actually happened to me, I'd have to actually seriously give it a thought. And honestly, I don't know what I'd do. To be honest, I really don't. If I was to give you an opinion now, let's say I won like $1 million Hearthstone tournament, I don't know that I would quit playing right away. I think I would continue to play, not necessarily for the money or anything like that, just because I like being competitive in general. I like playing against other people, having a challenge, and possibly inspire other people to be better. Right. So I'd probably keep playing. Yeah. And it wouldn't have nothing to do with the money. It would just be me wanting to play and just, you know, be with the community and have fun with people who play the same game I do. Right. So I think I would personally keep playing. I just don't know for how long.
Yeah, I don't know, and I'm not saying they have to. I'm just saying, to me, I would don't know. That's what I would do. That's what I would do, and it's just because, like, when you're with a team for so long, like, I don't know, it's just different when you playing for somebody else like that. When you're for like a 10-year span, like, I mean, come on. I mean, think about it like this. Let's say it's real. You must got a deep commitment to your team if you're willing to play when you're not getting paid. You know what I'm saying? So obviously, for those that are talking about the money wasn't an issue to them. You know what I'm saying? Because they're playing, not getting paid technically right now. They're not getting paid. They're doing all this for free. What do they? I don't know if they get their winnings or not. But as from what I've heard, they ain't getting paid. So it's not about money to them. It's about them, like, wanting to play the game, and wanting to play together. Now, right now they're not having fun because of whatever the drama that's going on the inside. That's none of my business. Like, you know, I don't know. Maybe I should have just kept everything to myself. But, you know, that's
fine. I mean, it's something good to talk about. I mean, yeah, it brought a lot of heavy debate, but you know, it's still good to bring up. I mean, it's definitely a good conversation. You know what I mean? And it does bring up good points. You know, it makes you think, you know, what would I do if I was in that situation? If I was in a team, you know, what would I do?
And that's what I'm saying. And this is what I'm saying. From me, if I was a team owner, which I will be a team owner one day, I don't care. What the gaming community thinks of whatever the people think of the gaming community, whatever. Just like, for instance, right? Say, for instance, if OG one day decided, hey, Handy, I'm not going to do the podcast anymore. Well, guess what? After 10 or 20 years of me and you been doing this thing, since we said we're going to do this until, like, we're 80, guess what? I'm going to give you a proper send-off. You know, That's like me saying, oh, well, I'm not going to do the podcast because it's not resonating with the people. Because at first, when we started doing the podcast, we didn't get no viewers. We didn't get no love. You know what I'm saying? Honestly, I don't care. I just do what I love to do, and I'm passionate what I'm passionate about. And I'm going to, if anybody, like, for instance, if I own a team and somebody's with my team for 10 or 20 years or whatever, I'm going to be that dude. You know what? Yo, I'm going to be like, hey, I'm going to give you, like, a proper send-off, you know what I'm saying? And if you choose to retire, we're going to start this Hall of Fame thing, you know. Why not? Why not start a Green Wall Hall of Fame for the Green Wall or for the team, you know? Why not have an alumni? or whatever you call it, like a what? Right? That's what I said. Alumni.
Well, alumni would be more of a school thing, but I mean, yeah, I mean, you're on the right track. I mean, your thought process is there. So I get what you're saying. And I think that there are two different ways that it gets handled typically. One in-house, because a lot of times, like, because we're not always told what happens behind
Right.
closed doors. So I'm pretty sure they would do something on their own, whether it's live or not. Who knows? But the other thing too is that there are going to be fans out there that might do their own tribute too.
Okay, hold on. DV said, what if OG left to do somebody else's podcast? Then more love to him. I'm going to give him a proper love and a proper send-off, because I want OG. Look. If it's best for OG's career to go to another podcast and somebody scooped him up and was like, hey, we wanna take you to a whole nother level. Like, see, that's what you guys don't understand. I got genuine love. Like, I am not gonna, like, I'm gonna be like, look, I want everybody. Look, I'm gonna be like this. If OG got offered to go to like some amazing gaming podcast or even a small podcast like this, I'd be like, OG, we're gonna do a proper send off, and I'm gonna get everybody to go follow your podcast. That's facts. Even if it's competitive against mine, I don't care, because at the end of the day, like, I show love. At the end of the day, I show love. And at the end of the day, like, it doesn't matter to me. At the end of the day, it doesn't matter to me, because I know I'm doing the right thing in my heart. And as long as I'm doing the right thing in my heart, I don't care about anything else. I really don't. I really don't.
I appreciate that. Yeah. Now, granted, I don't plan on leaving anytime soon, but I mean, that's definitely a good question. And the reason that it's a good question is because, let's say, for example, Game Informer decides to hire me for some reason. Well, if I'm working for the company, they do a podcast already. So it might be against their terms and conditions for me to do a podcast with you. So I may have to bow out if that ended up happening. So Definitely a good question. Now, would I just randomly go to another podcast? Not really. I kind of like what I do, and I know you. So,
right,
I mean, that's
exactly.
kind of the thing. But yeah, I mean, if it was for like business needs, then yeah, I'd be like, look, Game Informer picked me up. It's against the rules for me to do a podcast with you since they have a podcast of their own. I'm sorry, bro. I got to bow out. Like that, I would probably do, possibly. But as far as just leaving for another podcast in general, nah. I mean, so it would have to be like a life-changing move, more or less.
Yeah, but I don't care. I want OG to get paid. OG should be getting paid to do what he loves to do. Anybody should get paid to do what they love to do if they really love to do it. The only thing that is stopping you from getting where you need to get is not me, is not anybody else but yourself. Do you see what I'm saying? If you love to do and you love to do it, you want to get paid to do it, go. I mean, like, that's.
But I'm happy here, so I don't want to give you the wrong
idea.
No.
Somebody. No, it was a question in the chat. Somebody asked, because they tried to say, I don't know if they were trying to maybe say, well, I bet they didn't say that, but I don't know if they were thinking in their mind, would you still give a proper send off if you're, because you gotta understand, like, OG's like my best friend, right? So I want him to succeed. I want him to grow. I want him to excel. Why wouldn't I? Just like each and every one of you that are streamers that are in my chat right now. I want you guys to exceed. Any way that I can help you exceed, I want to help you. This is not a competition to me. This is not about this is no competition. I'm not trying to get more numbers than anybody. I'm just trying to show love and do what I love to do. And if I get 30-something viewers for doing it, yay. If I get partner for doing it, yay. Am I striving for it? Sure. But I am not going to be mad if DB gets partner before me or Magisev gets partner before me or anything like that. I am going to give my congrats and my respects, because we should all want each other to grow. I'm already in exceeding my belt in running out of loops. What do you mean? Are the Optic owners there for sheer love of the game, or are they there for the money? Most retirement parties. Well, I couldn't read it because it went far away. Something you. I don't know, cause I look at this as a job, but I don't hate doing it. The only thing I hate, like, sometimes is when people, like, and I guess I'll be transparent, is like when people misstreat my heart and want to take me in something else, when, like, I know my heart and I know who I am and I'm compassionate about people and I'm compassionate about what I do and I genuinely love people and I genuinely love what I do. I don't think I would ever hate doing this because I know out of the one person that, out of, like, all the people that may be disagreeing with me or maybe not one, I'm inspiring somebody. And I'm inspiring somebody that wants to either do this. I'm inspiring somebody that may be going through a struggle, and that's what I was put on this earth to do, is to be a positive, influence on people and people's lives, whether it be in gaming, whether it be in whatever. It's the reason why God made me the way that He made me. There's no question about it. So the fact that I know my purpose in life and what I want to do with my life and how to go, like, I could never hate what I do because I know I'm doing this for a greater purpose than just sitting here and making money off Twitch. Because it's not about the money for me. I could care less if I made $1 today or 10 cents tomorrow. It's a job to me because it's a responsibility. The job in me goes deeper than getting paid. When I see this as a job, I see this as a responsibility, as to, like, okay, I gotta, how can I help somebody today? How can what I talk about on a podcast help somebody today, even though it's about gaming? So that's where I see it, and that's where I say it's like my job, because I know there's some people that they kind of, look up to me. But you shouldn't look up to me. You should look up to something else, but we won't get into that deep discussion. But you should never look up to a human, because a human will always fail you. Even I will fail you at some points. There will be some times that I will disappoint you. I am not perfect. But I know that, like I said, with this power here of Twitch comes a great responsibility, and I understand the responsibility, and I accept it, and I take it on full on, and I love doing what I do. So I guess that's the whole part. Even if you're under a bad condition, I think the correct thing to do is impact the past. It brought you to the present, even if it wouldn't continue. Yeah, I don't disagree with you. Yeah, I think people should get paid for something that they love doing. Yeah, I understand. I understand why you don't want people to get paid to do esports, because you think people are salty. But I had to tell you, we have best friends that don't get paid for gaming, and they still get salty at games. Correct, OG?
We live in a very salty community.
We live in a very, I mean, no lie, I used to be a salty gamer. I literally punched somebody in the face for getting a touchdown in Madden. I literally punched him in the face. I literally turned around and punched him in the face. I used to be a very raging. Yo! Thank you for that $15 donation, man. Let's go. Yo! Thank you for that $15 donation, man. Appreciate you, Crudon.
Crudon, you show so much love. We do appreciate that.
Yeah, we do.
Not even just a money. I mean, you also comment. You also make us laugh. You're freaking legit, bro.
And you freaking bring up hard questions and make my brain hurt. You and DV both make my brain hurt sometimes. But
y'all make this podcast great, though.
Yeah.
Even if we don't always agree on stuff.
I love all of you.
And
these are the
kind of
conversations
that people like hearing, because they like hearing all sides of the story, even of me just being the middleman. Because I mean, I was honestly more or less on the fence this entire time, but even hearing different points of views basically shows you that even though we're a gaming community, you have the right to have your own opinion and feelings about things. Now,
Right.
so are we going to misunderstand each other sometimes? Oh yeah, because I'll be honest with you, like I did get kind of lost here and there because of where we kind of bounce around here and there. But it's a thing.
Yeah, that's the thing. It happens.
But we appreciate you guys bringing up these topics, and we appreciate just a good debate because again, it makes the channel better. It makes the show better. People like hearing people. They don't. A lot of people don't want to hear everybody disagreeing on everything because that can be kind of boring. It's interesting when people actually have opposing views, and it makes for good content.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? So we're not telling you not to bring this kind of stuff up because it actually makes the show a lot better.
Right.
We're not
Me
hating
and
each other.
Bezo worked through it. I think that was our first
Yeah.
real debate, honestly. And I don't know. Our passions are in different places. Our passions in gaming, but our passion on our thought processes on how we think on things are different. Me, I'm a realist, but like, if I was to be a complete realist, then people would say, Handy, you're never gonna walk. But I believe one day I'm gonna walk. So, because realistically, on paper, Handy shouldn't be alive. So I've never been like I'm always optimistic on certain things. If there are roster changes and Vision does come out with this weekend, let's tag that subject for a follow-up next week show when a lot of the speculation comes to light. Yeah, I mean, I was trying to go. I didn't get to complete my whole thought. And what I was trying to say was, and they didn't even get to answer the question, is like, how do you feel about, working so hard and not getting paid to play competitively? And my comment was to be on my part of it is, that really shows how much they love the team and what they're a part of, and how much they love what they do. Because I know a lot of people right now that are on competitive teams that if they weren't getting paid, they'd be by Felicia. And
Well, I can kind of speak on that myself. I mean, I've always talked about on the podcast how I used to travel to play Magic the Gathering. I had a crew. We used to, drive to Dallas or drive to Houston or Katy or wherever we were going to play in these big tournaments. And we honestly just had fun with it. I mean, granted, yeah, winning money would have been nice, sure, but we kept playing because we just loved the game. And not only did we just like the game, but we loved meeting all kinds of new people that we ended up seeing in tournaments later on. I'm like, oh yeah, I played against you in Houston the last tournament. How are you doing, man? Like you get to really, when you get to travel and play games competitively, it can be a lot of fun as long as you're on the right mindset. Now, if you take
Right.
it too seriously and it's all about money, that's where things get a little hectic. That's why we've had people drop out before because they're like, well, we're not really making the money. Well, I was like, well, if you're just in it for the money, maybe you should just chill for now because when you're playing against hundreds and thousands of people, don't always expect to win. I mean, that's just not going to happen. I mean, but you really have to have a passion for the game to keep going. And
Right.
actually, we enjoyed it.
Right. And to answer your question, DB, well, that goes back to what I always say about the podcast. It may not always be true. We may not know that it's true, but it makes a good conversation on what's going on. And yeah, I understand that only a player can bring Optic back. Only one player can bring Optic back to the top. Me? No, not you, Crew Dog. I don't know, man. I don't think it's one player, to be honest. I don't think it's one player.
I think Crew Dog would make them a winning team because what happened is Crew Dog would bring the comic relief, which is what they need. They need to just relax and chill. So when he comes in doing this comedy skit, they're gonna laugh, have a good time, be relaxed, go to the game and dominate. So yeah, Crew Dog, you join that team and you make Optic the best Optic they can be.
Yo, that'd be dope. I ain't gonna lie, man. One of my goals is to stream for Optic one day. I ain't gonna lie. One day it's gonna happen. He said big motherfucking big timer. He said that with PH, so I'm not cussing on stream. I'm just reading it. He said, big motherfucking Big Timer. Yo, but Big Timer's smart though, bro. Big Timer put all his monies in the stocks. Well, not all of it, but he put most of his monies in stock. That boy making bank, man, on stocks. He was smart. Big Timer's smart. Big Timer, he's a dope. I love Big Timer. He's so cool. But yeah, I mean, I don't know. I just brought this up because optics something that I've been passionate about. Optics what got me into Call of Duty. Optics what showed me what Call of Duty was. You know, and like I've been following Optics since day one, since Nate Shot, since Big Timer, when Big Timer had hair. And it's just like, I know, and out of respect, I know what FaZe has done for Call of Duty. FaZe made quick scoping a thing. You know, the only thing that could stop me from my dreams is waking up or dying. Hey, only one that can stop you from your dreams is you, man. Yo, I never thought, you know, there was a day that I never thought I was gonna be streaming, man, because you know, I believed what everybody told me. I believed all the negative stuff people told me. And here, look, we practically getting like 30-something viewers a day, man. It blows my mind. You know what I'm saying? So in my opinion, the only one that stops you from your dreams is you. You're never too old to start your dream. You're never too old to start your dream. If, you know, I don't care. If you can't always believe what the world tells you, man. And, you know, so if that was the case, then I'm done. You know what I mean? Because like I said, the world told me I was going to be dead. I'm technically was dead on paper. So, and was brought back to life. So I can't follow my dreams of gaming. Why can't you? Don't tell me because you can't talk. You can follow your dreams. If I can figure out to find a way to dress myself at the age of 16 or go to the bathroom at the age of 9 on myself, you can find a way to game without talking. You don't necessarily need to talk to game. You don't necessarily need to talk to game. And there's other ways, things that can talk for you to game. You can do whatever you want. All you got to do is believe in yourself. You got to believe in yourself when nobody else believes in you. You got to believe in yourself when everybody's telling you no. You got to believe in yourself when everybody tells you you're wrong. You got to believe in yourself. If you don't believe in yourself, that's the only way you're not going to make it. I tried following my dreams. Now I just asked my dreams where they are going, so I can catch up with them later. Yo, that's funny. Yo, what's up, Maria? So like I said, you're the only one that can stop yourself from getting your dreams. Any dream is possible. You just gotta believe in yourself. Your biggest obstacle is yourself. I'm living proof of that, man. Do you like who wants to watch somebody who can't communicate with their viewers? I do. I'll watch you. If you put in your description on why you can't talk to your viewers and or whatever, yo, I'm down. Sign me up. And I'll send everybody over there. Think I won't? Think I'm playing? Think I'm playing.
You can also do YouTube because there are a lot of good videos where people are talking.
Yes.
Just saying.
You can type on the screen. You could do all kinds of things. You could type in the chat. You could do a different type of streaming. Shoot, you could be the first person to do sign language to your viewers. You could teach your viewers sign language, or you can have like a thing where like when you, I don't know, you can do stuff. I bet you there's a way where you could do a sign language and it will speak into a microphone for you in like a robotic voice. There's a way. Where there's a will, there's a way. And I used to say that where there's a will and there's a way. And I was born with two wills, so that means I got two ways of doing things. So you got a way of doing things. You just got to believe in yourself.
People watch people of a different who speak in a different language. They still watch them. So
yeah.
I don't understand the language that they speak. So
yeah, I watch a Dutch woman play PUBG. I can't understand a word she's saying, but she's beast.
Yeah, I've told you about this person before, Lisa Lakers, though. that doesn't speak a word of English.
Yo, Reapers, good God of War. Welcome to the Kill Cam Squad, where we chill and we kill and we have no drama. Apparently, that follower's for you, man. You're God of War fans.
Hey.
Hey, what's up, man?
But he
What's up?
played Reaper though.
I know. What's up, though, May? How you doing? Getting you pumped? Good. I hope to get you pumped. So don't ever tell me you can't do your dreams, because guess what? I wasn't able to dress myself until the age of 16, and it was and I thought I was going to be able to do it. I wasn't able to digest beef. I was on formula until I was 7 years old. So, and it wasn't because miraculously I had to work towards it. You feel me? I had to work towards figuring it out. I had to work towards and believing, and even though people said I wasn't going to be able to do a certain thing, I just turned around and did it. So just do it. Just do it. You'll figure it out as you go. You got people to support you. Crew Doc will be there. DB will be there. Bezoid will be there. I'll be there. OG will be there once he figures out Twitch. We'll all be there. I'll be there. We don't care. You don't say a word. All we want to see you do is do well in Fortnite, or do what you do in Fortnite, or do whatever game you want to play, what you're passionate about. If you're not passionate about Fortnite, don't play Fortnite. Play freaking Solitaire for all we care. I don't know. Whatever you're passionate about, you just do what you're passionate about. That's what I'm doing. Nobody knew that this podcast was gonna be what it was. Me and OG just do what we're passionate about, and look what it's grown into. I love streaming, but interacting with people is the best part. Yes, but she can find. You don't understand, okay? So
I think he's just talking about himself. I don't think he's knocking on you.
Yeah. That's what I say.
He better not be knocking on you.
I don't think he knows. He doesn't know. Otis was born not able to talk. So, but she can find different ways to communicate. We think when you think something is impossible, watch this video. Yeah, I don't even know what video it is, but I trust that announcement, and I endorse it. Hopefully, it's not nothing bad. Crew Doc, if it's something bad, I'm going to be texting you later. No, I'm just kidding. But but yeah.
I hope it's the video where you won.
The thing? I don't know. I dropped my mouse a long time ago.
Oh wow. Okay.
What is it?
The world record attempt. An armless archer, Matt Stutzman. Guess he went for world record.
I was about to say, don't feel like you have to do popular Twitch games either. No, that's what I love about you, Seth. The only reason why I do popular games is because I somehow get addicted to them. And I wish I didn't, but because I'm not.
See, I don't play popular games, so I'm with you there. Like, I play a lot of trading card games, like Shadowverse. Almost nobody knows what that game is, but I'm gonna try to put it on the map. You know what I mean? So,
if you was to see what game I'm playing right now, as we're doing this cut, I'm playing Yu-Gi-Oh.
Yeah. There you go. See.
Believe me.
Yeah, you can do games that aren't super popular. As long as it's you and you're doing it the way you do it, it'll come to you. It will.
You could be entertaining without talking. You just gotta find a way. You just gotta find a way to do you. You gotta be the best version of yourself. That's all you gotta do. Are you playing the battle? Are you getting the battle pass for Fortnite on Xbox? Of course. As much as I hate throwing money at the screen twice, of course. Yes. I hate it. I hate it for doing it for something that I already have.
Guess what, Andy?
What?
Nah, if you do that, we could be like, oh, so that means you can get Final Fantasy too, then.
Oh my
Uh-oh.
Oh.
You wouldn't have thrown your money at the screen twice in Fortnite. You good for another round.
Yeah. If anything, I love putting out games that no one has heard of and draw attention to them. Hey, yeah, definitely.
That's a good idea. That's actually really legit.
Look at it like this, right? the worst thing you could do is play a game that you don't enjoy.
Oh yeah.
The worst thing you could ever do. If you're doing it for the views, even if you want to play the most popular game, if you're doing it for the views, it's known. I haven't even finished it, but dude did that for us with Fortnite. Yeah, exactly. Nobody was playing Fortnite until Handy started playing Fortnite. CrewDog wasn't playing Fortnite. DB was not playing Fortnite. Grandpa wasn't playing Fortnite until they all came to my stream and I was playing Fortnite and they all disagreed about Fortnite. Oh, Handy, this game's gonna suck. This game's too cartoony. This game is garbage. Handy, what are you playing? And then now everybody's playing Fortnite. Now you notice I don't like playing. I mean, I like it, but it's not my favorite game to play, and that's just how I am. Like that's what I do. I try to do the same thing. Magic says I want to get people into Brawlhalla. That's my next goal. Brawlhalla and have Brawlhalla tournaments because you can do private servers. So have Brawlhalla tournaments with viewers. What? Yeah, I'm kind of the only trend I wish I could set, honestly, is for people to just be more positive and more positive thinkers, and just to be, just have love. Even when somebody hates you or disrespectful to you, just have love. Only one of those people said that you know. What? Only one of those people said that you know who you are. I'm confused. I don't know what you mean.
Like, one of those people mentioned that you.
We need the Jeopardy theme song in the background.
I'm confused. I'm not the only one, right? I'm not misreading that, right? No? Yes? Maybe? I don't know, DB. You have me perplexed, man. Only one of those people talked crap about Fortnite when you mentioned it. Yeah, one. But you guys were on the fence, though, at first. You were on the fence. CrewDog was on the fence. But yes.
Grandpa was definitely on the fence.
Yeah. Grandpa was all PUBG, man. Grandpa was my PUBG man. And then once Fortnite came, I started playing Fortnite. Only reason why I started playing Fortnite is because I had no PUBG. And then
yeah, I think that's true.
Yeah, it's true. It's very true.
That's true. Right?
That's so true. That's the only reason why.
You were like,
yes.
Screaming for PUBG.
Yes.
You tried it.
Yep.
You tried it on PC, on your laptop, and it run right.
It was garbage.
And you wanted to play so bad. Like you really wanted. I remember being in Grandpa's streams, and he was like, "I'm gonna play on the play." And I remember, I think it was CrewDog or Grandpa got it for you.
It was CrewDog, yeah. It's CrewDog.
And when you got it, you were so hyped, and then you tried it, and it wasn't running right.
Yeah, I was so sad.
Yeah.
So sad. And then this Fortnite came about, and I was like, oh, I freaking threw my money at the screen twice for that game. CrewDog. I'm not sure about the fence. I went home and paid for it the day you showed it. Well, okay, yeah, that's true. I didn't know if it was the same day or the next day, but I knew it was somewhere around then. But yeah, again, yeah, I don't know. Anybody else got anything they want to share?
Nah, I'm good, bro.
You good? What? No gamers done quick plug.
See, I was trying not to do it every week, but since you brought it up, ladies and gentlemen, there is this thing coming up called Summer Games Done Quick. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. You want to see people speed run your favorite games, old school games, and some new? That's right. Check it out in June. It's going to happen all week long. Throw your money at the screen to help donate for, and I believe this time it's going to be the Doctors Without Borders. That's right. They're going to be raising money for them, and I'm sure they're going to raise at least $1 million. Be one of those people that can donate towards that 1 million plus goal, because that's what we want. We want to be able to contribute. We want to be able to show the world that gamers do care about what's happening in the community. And yes, That's the plug, Handy. I know
Thank
that's what you want,
Thank you.
and you got it. You're very welcome.
Thank you. I love your plugs. I need to start giving you my Rogue Energy plugs so you can do my Rogue Energy plugs and my Amazon Prime plugs and all that stuff. Crunk still got that
Nice.
commercial. I know, right? He does, right? He's like, yo, I need you to record this and record this so I can play him during the stream every so often. Got Amazon Prime? Yo, definitely. I need some hair. You need some hair plugs? Yeah, I need those too. I got the M hairline, as I call the speed racer hairline going on. You know the M from the speed racer that's on the car. I exactly have that M on my forehead. It's kind of funny, but I need some hair plugs. Beezer, do you have anything you want to mention or say?
Oh yes. Actually, this is in the spirit. We talked about it earlier, and it's in the spirit of OG playing the game and us getting you back into it once we take care of the subscription thing.
Yes.
Update.
Oh,
The update for Final Fantasy 14 is coming on the 8th of this month, which is in 6 days. It's a big update. It's a much needed. I know the man wave is coming.
Use the restroom. Be right back.
Okay. A new Eureka is coming. They're going to do adjustments to some of the classes, namely the Dark Knight Samurai and Astrologians. Yeah, and I'm looking forward to it.
I'm happy to see they're doing an update. You know what I mean? I'm sure they've done a lot since, the many years they've been on already. But to know that they're constantly creating more content shows why it's worth paying, however much the subscription is. I don't know as I haven't had to pay yet, but I'm sure my time's coming soon. So when that does come up.
It's $12.99. It's $12.99.
$12.99? Okay, like a month or whatever, or what?
Yep, it's a month.
Okay, I mean, honestly, that's a good price. For a good quality game. It's
Very
worth
decent. Because when I used to play DC Universe, I think that was $15 a month, and I remember, if I remember correctly, I believe Terra is $15 a month, and I don't know how much WoW pays a month, if they still do anything. But it's actually worth it. To me, I say it's worth it because they're constantly, every 2 to 3 months, they're giving us a new update, and then every 2 years an expansion. And it's like as you see, we're giving another update. They keep in
that's awesome.
The head director Yoshida. He's constantly adding new things, so you're never gonna find yourself wondering, is my money worth it? And if you do feel as though you're not gonna play a lot, just stop the subscription until when you come back.
Yeah, I mean, I'll be honest with you. Like, I have every intention of playing as often as I can. It's only going to be on my days off, which will be Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. There might be a day or two here where I may not play for personal reasons, but as far as just regular me playing, I definitely plan on playing on my days off. Now that I have 3 days off, that's so much Final Fantasy 14 time I can dedicate to. And I'm sure I'm going to be playing for months, maybe years. Who knows? I mean, I've never played an actual Final Fantasy MMO, and I was kind of hesitant about it at first because being that I've always been a huge Final Fantasy fan in general, I honestly feared that playing an MMO would actually kill it for me, which is one of the reasons I hesitated for so long. That's why I didn't play 11, because I was like, oh, it's MMO. I don't know about that. I really. And then when I played Final Fantasy 12, it turned me off more because Final Fantasy 12 was kind of the wannabe version of a one-player MMO, if you really think about it, which kind of turned me off. And I was like, well, this is what it's going to be like. I don't know if I'm really interested. But now that I've actually played 14, it's like, oh, okay. So this is what this is about. All right.
Yeah, they did it very well. They really... They gave it a flair, and then I love how they can go back and go into the old Final Fantasies and make you relive some of the situations, or just have little hints or cameos.
Right.
And it's so much they could do with storyline. There's so much they could do with fighting. And they're not gonna stop. I mean, look how long 11 went, and This is to me is bigger than that. It's gonna be
Okay.
and yes, screwed up. We are gonna push for that. We're gonna do it so you can see me, OG, and we're gonna get it. We're gonna get it right. We're gonna get it. I know the fans will want to see it.
Uh-oh.
They want to see me and OG like they see Andy.
All right.
Yeah, I was saying what Crew Dog said in the chat. He said, keep pushing to get you all guys on video. Fans of the podcast want it if you can provide it. And I know me and Andy was trying to figure out a way. We saw one way, but and you know, he already doing enough with the sound. I don't want to add another thing to him.
Yeah. Well, baby steps, everybody. Baby steps.
Baby steps. We're gonna do it.
We'll get there. But and honestly, I am liking the story of the 14 so far as well, because I actually didn't think it was actually gonna have a story. I was just thinking you were gonna just kind of play a character, do scenarios, but it actually has a story mode, so you can actually play by yourself. Or so if you're the kind of person that's more of a solo player, you can still enjoy Final Fantasy 14 even if you don't want to be in a guild. Now, I would rather still stay in a guild or something because you get benefits, and of course you can chill with your friends. You know what I mean?
It's actually,
but if you're a solo player,
it's actually fun playing with your friends. Me and OG, that day that we played it together, we must have played it for like 4 hours straight together.
Yeah, it was like a good 5 hours, I think. Yeah, we played together.
Mm-hmm.
And then most of it was just grinding too. We were just kind of doing fates for a while. I did a couple of missions here and there, but nothing like super crazy. But you know, I mean, but we had fun with it. You know what I mean?
It was actually pretty entertaining
Just
too.
like
We were
simple, everyday things. Doing with your friends on there is so. Like I can't wait till you guys get to doing like Beast Tribe.
So.
And I can't wait to see y'all fight a primal.
Can I get the highlights of what you were talking about? Sorry, I really had to pee so bad.
Oh, we were talking about the update that's coming.
Right.
On the 8th. And I was telling you some of the things that were coming in 24-man. There's always a bunch of them ready, but they're adding another one. They're also making changes to the Dark Knight, the Samurai, which is what I played, and the Astrolord.
Good changes or bad changes?
Oh, good changes. Good changes.
Isn't the assassin already like super strong?
Oh, the samurai.
Yeah.
Well, when the samurai first was put into there, because it started off with so many classes, then they added more. When samurai first was introduced, it was just introduced in Stormblood with the red mage, and it was like overpowered. It was like the strongest melee by far. And they, for balance purposes, they nerfed it a little, but after they nerfed it, they buffed some of the other, you know, they thought they were buffing them. They were buffing the other classes, and they buffed it, and they didn't know how much of a buff that was going to affect, and they skyrocketed. And people looked at Samurai like, wait a minute. They're doing way better than you. It was more in a raid perspective. Game that it really, not to the casual player, but more the end game. And people were looking at Samurai like, well, it's sort of into the stick. And so what they're doing now, they're rebalancing it to compete with. Dark Knight plays so fun. It's just not utilized as much as the Paladin and Warrior. So they're giving it adjustment. And Astro, I'm not sure why they do Astro. Astro is very good. It's actually the heal I play when I don't know why, but I guess I'll take it.
Yeah. And you mentioned about the new raid. I don't. Okay, so like the new raid thing, right? About the whole greed thing. So, can you explain to me? Because I understand what it is, but at the same time, like in my thought process, I don't see that it's bad. But maybe you can explain to me like why it's bad.
I'll tell you what is bad, right? All right, let me explain to the chat what it is first, and then I'll tell you why it's bad and what they're doing. And they're going to change it. They're going to change it. But what's going on right now? It has for certain things that you do. There are things that you do by yourself, and then there are things that you do in a group that drops loose team, and you have need, greed, pass, right? Now, what it normally does is the needs is say you're playing a melee, right? And the melee drops, the melee piece drops. You have first choice of it because that's what you're playing.
Right.
Now, let's say you don't need it because you got it all.
Right.
You got something stronger. That's where greed comes in. Any person who's not that class, like say you're a tank and you have an alt that's a melee, they can, greed for it. And if the person who don't need it, they pass on it, the greeds get a chance. Now, what they're doing in the new 24-man raid is they're taking away the need. So let's say you're going in as a tank, and there's only one tank per team. There's 3 teams, there's 8,
Right.
8, and 8. And on each one of the teams, there's a tank. Now, let's say you go in as a tank, right? And that's your main class. And then a tank piece drop. You can't need it. And so everybody who has greed, who isn't the tank, gets a chance to get your piece. And that sucks.
Oh, yeah.
Now, it should be need, greed. And what they're trying to do is they're saying that there's not a lot of people playing tanks. So they're trying to get some more people playing tanks. So they're trying to let people get their alts built up. But that's not fair. They don't need to do that. If you want to be a tank, go in as a tank. Don't try to take away from a guy who plays that job. And I believe once and this is what SE does very good, they listen to their fans. So when they hear that we don't want that, they're gonna not do it.
Magisef brought up a comment maybe that's more easier for you to address than me, because you
well,
play
this is reminding me why I left for Final Fantasy 15 suddenly. I found only a few class fun to play, and in beginner dungeon was berated for playing pugilist because it wasn't strong. Okay. Hold on, let me read this. And since you can switch classes at almost any time, I was told I had to switch to something I didn't want to play. Don't ever, ever, ever let anybody tell you what you can play. You play what you want to play, period. I don't care if they're elitist. I don't care if they play top dog. I don't care if they do final in raids. This game isn't like that.
It's not Overwatch.
It's not Overwatch.
It's not Overwatch.
Like that. You play what you want to play in every class because they keep this game balanced, which is why they're balancing these 3 classes this round. They keep it balanced so you don't have to feel like, well, I must play Dark Knight, I must play Dragon, No, you play what you want to play. And people come to find out the thing that you want to play, you play better. So let's say you get the top dog, which was at the time Monk, right? If I use Monk, right, and I'll be decent at it, I'll probably be better at Samurai because I love Samurai. So I'm gonna, find the little niches. I'm gonna find the little things that a normal person casually play at once because I love that class. So don't let anybody affect what you want to do. This game is you play how you want to play when you want to play.
Yep.
And that's what all gaming should be and is what you want to do.
Yeah, Overwatch should be that way too, but apparently it's not. I don't know why.
I mean, try to be the best what you can, but don't let anybody affect you. This class sucks. No class sucks. When you don't play Final Fantasy.
No, I was gonna say
Okay. Any all the classes are fun in any situation.
Yeah. I do the same thing with Overwatch. I don't even listen to what everybody tells me to switch half the time. Unless it's somebody that I'm playing with.
Nah, the only person I laugh at is Doomfist. That's because they made him. They made him so bad. But as we saw the other day, the guy played Doomfist.
Yeah, he did well. And I don't know if he'd be able to play well against the greatest Genji of all time.
The greatest Genji player ever. That was my dad there.
Yeah, that was yesterday.
That was a Beasley joke there from the stream yesterday.
If you watched his stream yesterday. Yeah, sorry. I'm just checking something on my phone apparently. I had somebody call me 3 times and I don't know this number, so I don't know. They didn't leave a message, so they're not getting a return phone call. Yeah, I don't know, guys. Anybody have anything else they want to discuss?
Before I let it go, I'm gonna say one last thing about that. Play all the classes and see which one you like the most. That's the same thing I told OG and Handy when they got into the game. And Handy chose Ninja, and he's loving it. And OG is started with Arcane, and he's testing out Conjuring to White Mage. Just try them all, and whatever you enjoy, you play that. Watch how good you get because you enjoy it.
A quick optic update before you go. Okay, go ahead. What you got?
On-field reporter. We need like a news. We need
like a breaking news, like
breaking news. This just in.
Formal is currently property of LG. Interesting. Ugh. I knew it was gonna be Formal if it was gonna be anybody. I mean, like I said, they kind of threw hints. The fact that, I mean, why would you just all of a sudden release a greatest, well, I wouldn't call it greatest hits, but it just automatically comes to my brain, like a greatest hits video of Karma. LG won't let John go, so OG went after Zuma and asked to trade. Man. Kenny is stuck on TK, even though OG will pay. I told you what. Can we go back to the CWL champs when I said, what does anybody remember the day after champs or was it champs or the day that Kenny did the phenomenal play and I told you eventually Kenny was going to go to Optic and everybody was like, no, Kenny won't leave and I told you guys Kenny was going to be the new phenomenon and I said Optic either going to try to get him or Optic's going to want to go for him. If OG doesn't get Zuma, then maybe we will see Karma still play on OG. Yeah, I don't know. I know what you said that Kenny's not going there because he can't because they won't let him go. That's crazy. But I did say that was probably gonna happen. The problem with all those teams is losing their. The problem with all of those teams is teams losing their league spots. Yeah, agreed. I don't know how I feel about Zuma though. That's interesting.
I got it.
What do you got? Nice.
There we go.
Nice. I don't know. I mean, I think. Well, I don't know. I feel like Karma's a better player than Zuma. I feel like Karma's a better player than any of those players, except for Kenny. That's the only player that I think that's better than Zuma. Personally, I wouldn't let go of Karma. Y'all already know who I said I'd let go. If it was me, later Krim. Sorry. I mean, that's just me though. I mean, if I could, I wouldn't let go of nobody. But when you having disagreements and and frustrations, and you're not happy playing where you're playing, then you gotta go. And currently, Scump, Crimp, and Entourage are a team of 3 under the OG banner. Man. It's a sad day. I knew this day was gonna come, but I just why Crim? Octane, sorry. Why Crim, man? it would be so much better if it was Scump, Karma, and then Octane. But I think Karma and Scump don't get along. I know there's something, but then Scump and Nashot didn't get along either. For those that didn't know, Nashot and Scump didn't get along. There's one reason why Nashot left. And then you notice how like Nashot didn't you notice how Nashot didn't like stay underneath the Optic banner so long. Once he left and became his own brand, which I mean apparently was a smart move because I mean he got his own organization thanks to the Cleveland Cavaliers. For those that don't know, the Cleveland Cavaliers gave Nashot the money to run 100 Thieves. Now I don't know if Cavaliers have any ownership. All I know is they gave him the money. Now if that's what Nashot then if that's the case, if Nashot just took the money, and this is where we're gonna leave the podcast question brew, because we don't really know the facts on it, right? If Nashot just took the money from the Cavaliers, and the Cavalier owner does not have any ownership or say what happens with the 100 Thieves, did Nashot do a smarter move than Hex? Something to think about. Did Nashot do a smarter move than Hex? And then Just UB said, but that doesn't mean OG won't sell Octane if Scump and Crim leave for a new org. 100 Thieves. I don't think Scump's going to 100 Thieves, man. Because like I said, Nade and Scump didn't get along. They didn't. Scump. I don't remember which one it was which, but Nashot was either choking Scump or Scump was choking Nashot. They didn't get along. So I don't see that happening. I mean, yeah, they probably are cool and all, and like they settled their beef. I would hope so, but I just don't see that, especially when like one's the owner. Like it's hard. I don't know. For me, it'd be hard for me to play with a teammate that was my teammate, and then all of a sudden he's my boss. I don't know. It'd just be kind of weird, you know. Like, okay, we didn't get along before, but now that we were cool, now you're gonna be the boss of me. It's kind of interesting. 20K per month makes you get over real quick, and Scump wants to be in LA. Well, to be honest with you, if you dissect and watch a lot of their videos, like a lot of their Optic videos, a lot of them wish they were in LA because there's nothing to do in wherever they're at, Fresco, whatever, because it's a new town being built. So it's like being in Las Cruces, New Mexico. There's absolutely nothing there. They would have been, in my opinion, again, this is my opinion, they would have been better off moving to Dallas. I don't know why they didn't go to Dallas. I don't know if Fresco has I don't know if the Texas Rangers have something to do with Fresco or not. But, yeah, I don't know. Hitch tweet just now, most likely won't be streaming until Vision is out, going to put 100% into the video. Good, Hitch. Just make sure it's on time. No, I'm just kidding. Hitch has been doing good, man. My wife feels, so this is my wife's prediction, right? My wife feels once the team breaks up, my wife feels that Maniac and Hitch are leaving. So me and my wife have a pool if she's right or not. I hope they don't. But Envy has Dallas, correct? Yeah, but who says they can't be in the same city? Like they can't be in it. Like I don't understand. They can't be in the same city, or they have to like they can't be around each other or what? I don't know. I don't know the rules and regulations, but you know, in my opinion, I mean, shoot, even Austin's better than Dallas. But then Austin's so far away from Dallas or from Fresno. Well, I mean, shoot, they might as well just went to Austin. But I think FaZe is in Austin though too. I know FaZe, a part of the one of the FaZe houses is Austin, because when I was potentially moving to Austin. I was looking at all the opportunities that was in Austin, and actually one of the Phase houses is in Austin, and Blizzard is in Austin. The EA Sports office is in Austin, even though that really doesn't matter. But there's a lot of things going on in Austin. But yeah, I don't know. Maybe Austin would have been better. But yeah, Fresno, Frisco, whatever. It's just nothing there right now. But if they just be patient, but that's why they haven't been blogging much, is because there's just that's why I don't blog. What do you guys want me? Y'all want me to just vlog? Me sitting here in the house having conversations about like what's on my mind? I mean, if that's what you guys want, I do vlogs about what grinds my gears, or a handy vent, or what's on Handy's mind. But that's why I don't vlog, because I don't really go a lot, and when I do, it's like family stuff, and most of the family stuff that I do is private, because I have my in-laws or other family members and stuff like that. So, but without further ado, we'll go ahead, and as dead as COD's Esports has become, this could be the biggest roster mania weekend. And you know what? It's going to add a little bit of fire to the deadness, because people are going to want to watch to see how Scump does with the new team, or what Karma does. What if Karma excels and just like freaking wins a championship after this, man? I actually had a thought for you that you may or may not want to do already, but we can talk about it later. WWE style, relating to Vox. Okay, Magic Steph, man, just hit me up in the DMs, bro. As long as you don't, message me and tell me I've changed, we're good. No, I'm just kidding. You can tell me whatever you want, man. It's all good. I have too much fun, guys. I love what I do. I have too much fun. I love you guys all. But I think we're going to end the podcast here. And we are going to let OG do the famous outro, please. OG? No outro? No.
I love the outro.
Sorry, guys. Apparently, I was muted the whole time. I was actually doing it.
Oh. I'm still wondering.
No, I'm still here. I'm good. You can hear me now, right? Right?
Okay.
You can hear me?
Yes. Yeah, no, we can't hear you.
Okay. Well, anyway, ladies and gentlemen, thank you once again for watching the podcast, the OG podcast. That's right. Where we talk about your favorite gaming topics, and we go off the wall on wonderful tangents. You love hearing those tangents. You love hearing us go back and forth. But it's not over, because next week we'll be back again, 10 a.m. Central. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. Be there. We will be there too. And we know half of you will be late, wondering why we didn't talk about a certain subject. We talked about it earlier, but that's okay, because as long as you're there, that's what matters at the end of the day. So we will be seeing you guys next week. Now, keep in mind that tomorrow, Handy will be at Able Gamers doing a thing on Overwatch this time, which is good to hear.
Yes.
Bezoid, of course, is still going to be out there making moves, because he's still in the game too. Don't you forget about him. And check out my latest YouTube video. I actually made a Shadowverse video of me actually playing in rank mode, a couple of matches, so you get to see how the game is, how to play, things like that. I'm doing my own little series for that game, so hit that up. It's on the Discord, it's on the YouTube. You know what? It's there. So, ladies and gentlemen, keep watching and keep gaming.
Keep gaming.
Da, 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 da.